everybody. Welcome back to episode 71 of the Jaam podcast. Oh my goodness.
Early 70s.
It's JJ Allen the way it always is.
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you said wait.
The way it always
Ain't nothing to wait for, ain't no longer delay. We have another episode of the Jaam to get to. How are we doing this week?
Chilling.
My hands ashy.
Yeah.
You need some
Nice.
Vaseline gun.
I got that ass crack ash right
I got you.
No.
Use the bad.
Oh, it's on my wrist too. Give me
I
the back when
couldn't
you
tell. I was too busy focusing on the ring. The royal.
Oh, yeah.
the royalty. True, the royalty.
Thank you guys for joining us this week. Again, we have a jam-packed episode. And by the time this comes out, we'll probably be in Memphis, Tennessee on our 1,000-mile march. Get community registered to vote and stand up in this time. So come pop out and see us.
I also heard that like a lot of people down there do not have power right now. So
Damn.
Yeah, I did.
please, whoever's in charge of that shit, get that shit straight. Cause it was like I seen a video. It was like 100,000 people without power or something.
Oh,
Yeah, get
okay.
that shit straight before we come down there.
We're going to have to, exactly, give us a bottle of Henny and get this situation figured
Right,
out.
we gonna be all y'all niggas.
No, we're going to be in,
Up and going.
we're going to have to be in contact
Have y'all been
with
to
people
Tennessee?
while we're there. Yeah.
No.
First time.
First time.
I've
Food
been,
good?
yeah, I went Nashville. Yeah,
You had some
the
hot
only
chicken?
time I ever went. I did have some hot chicken.
It was
I
decent.
don't know if it was Dave's or if it was another restaurant in town, but it was pretty good. It was like, I was like, oh, this is Southern for real. Like, yeah, it was, from what I've heard, Tennessee got some.
I'm not stepping
good
nowhere near Nashville. I'm gonna keep it.
I think we're going.
Where
Yeah,
the
we're
black
not going
people
there. We're not
gonna
going
be.
Nashville.
Yeah, that.
Nashville is where Daily Wire was at. But
Yeah,
we
exactly.
had the
No,
we had the
hell
jam packed episode. We're gonna talk-
Put your ass in that movie. Run out the fight.
There are three ways Islam will conquer the West.
The wombs of our women.
The moves of immigration. Oh my goodness, literally birth of a nation. But yes, we have a jam-packed episode for y'all this week. We're gonna be yapping. I'm not gonna lie. We got extended banter. So first we're gonna catch up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, after we do the fit check and everything. But we're gonna talk about a lot of things in banter. We got Carmelo Anthony updates.
Yeah.
From the trial. This episode is going to be a roller coaster. And we just got updates that he got his appeal for a new trial got denied, which is technically not the end all be all, but it is a setback and he probably gonna be in there. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. The media's been going crazy on him.
Is that Roddy Rich?
It sounds like something. But we're gonna do that. But first and foremost, even then I kind of switched the order. Jam Talks. We're gonna talk to y'all again. As always, leave your comment with #Jam Talks on every platform.
I was looking and none of y'all did. So
Yeah, and it's like you would think that we don't say it at the beginning of the episode.
type in like paragraphs, but like you gotta put hashtag.
Just for a nigga to ask you like, are y'all related?
Like, yeah.
just wasting a time.
That's what the
Wasting
Jam
time.
Talks is for.
It is free speech. We believe in free speech on this platform.
Yo, I like
so.
when they like identify themselves. Like it'll be like I'm a white male.
Oh yeah, white male,
Trans
57.
woman here.
Know
And
nothing
I'm like,
about
yeah,
you, but I
like-
relate. Like, I'm like, appreciate.
What did
you,
that?
man.
I'm sorry. What that was just one time Matt had told me it was the funniest shit. He was like, Matt, he was like, white man here. He was like, I feel your rage and I have a gun on me and I'm ready to shoot. What was it?
Yeah, he said something like
He
that.
said something
You
like
ready to go to war?
They be ready to run through walls, bro. Which you should
Hey,
be, honestly.
Daffy's
man.
jam shit.
I'm not gonna
Appreciate
lie.
you,
bro.
If it's
Jam Army
anybody,
coming soon.
if it's anybody, all of us got to be in the field, but specifically y'all, old white men. No,
Real.
but we're gonna talk a little to the village again. We're gonna move into the main stuff today, being GTA 6 having an existential
Dog.
crisis
Oh, yeah,
right
it's-
now.
This is the
bad.
third time of me talking about this because it has gotten that fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
No,
like gaming
it's getting
history.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
getting
yeah,
worse
yeah.
and
No,
worse. Like
it's-
this is
yeah.
something that was fabled when the game was like, well, what if they leak it? What if no, they've leaked it.
Yeah, leak. He's
Yeah.
still dropping it right now.
They
Nah,
finna
he's
come
still
get you.
going, bro.
But we're gonna talk about what's happening with the biggest video game of all time, which is funny. Then we're gonna move into our boy, not our boy,
Our boy.
Our
Not
boy is
boy.
wicked.
Not our boy.
our boy who we'd love to see underneath a jail, Andrew Tate, who somehow still isn't there, but we have updates from his trial.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alan
Yeah.
gonna show us a video, I guess.
Man, yeah, we'll get it. I'll get there.
You know what's in store,
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, good God. But right after that, we're gonna move into a streamer, Nitro Camden, was kicked out of their crib. I have no idea.
It went like stupid viral. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You
I didn't see it. My
That's
feed was
ridiculous.
too busy showing me depressing stuff. I didn't see.
Well, I mean, it was,
Yeah,
it was depressive, but
Very
Maybe for
depressing.
you.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
Maybe
talk.
for you.
Girl laughing on the plane.
We're gonna talk a little bit about that. See what that is about, and then we're gonna move into last but not least, Angie Nixon. And I have to talk about this again because, yo, the way they've been doing her in this media is so crazy. Because like, it's not even that they're trying to make an argument; they're not even trying to let her talk, which is for very good reason. But we're gonna talk a little bit about that, do a deep dive, do some knowledge, do some histories, and then we're gonna laugh at the white supremacist who just got arrested on rioting charges, Jake Lang. At the end of that, just to cap it off.
Don't you guys want to talk to me?
What?
You guys called me ugly. Don't you want to talk? Same girl that was talking to this man.
Shout out Unfuck America.
Let's
bro.
host a march.
Shout out Unfuck America, man. Y'all really
Nigga.
doing great work.
You
man.
debated him right into holding a I love blacks but hate sign right outside of the.
Slop.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Just slop.
Well,
And
we're gonna
why
talk about
this culture is not
Fucking
actually
brain
making
mush.
less Nazis.
Yeah,
So
let me get with a that says nigger and a Nazi, and then you gonna get on me.
yeah,
Are you
no.
fucking dumb? And I hope you hear this because you are fucking stupid.
We about to
Nah,
censor
bro.
like
Talk
the
that bullshit
we in
to
the
me,
first
bro.
5 minutes.
I don't know who think they talking. Like y'all think we wanted them like lame ass. I don't get no fuck.
I never respected you.
I never respected niggas.
I never
I
respected
did.
We not your little.
He not your little
God, I don't give
Oh
a
my
fuck.
god,
little
bro.
have big,
Big
homies.
homies.
We not your little. So we don't even respect big homies.
So,
I know Killer doesn't, and me, I never respected niggas in the street.
That's why I be having the problems I got. That's
why
talking
they
about
say we
JJ
too
Chill. Nigga.
Who is this
that was
nigga?
perfect word by word.
Oh my God, the scenes when a white woman tried to tell you why it was justified to have a white supremacist that then held the N-word sign 15 days later on their platform.
Yeah.
The
And you coming at us.
Let's
Bang.
get into it, man.
Let's get
Get
into
into
it. As you can tell, we're about to have fun today. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Alan, tell them where they can find their
Where they can
favorite podcast.
YouTube.
Oh,
my God.
Jampod.
Oh my God.
TikTok Jampod. Instagram Jampod. Blue Sky Jampod. Acast.
ew.
Prime Jampod. Spotify Jampod.
Ew.
Patreon.
Oh my God.
Patreon.com/thejaampodcast.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying I heard all the other in between wherever you listen
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Anyway,
Check it out. What we got on that
Where we
feed?
going, man?
what we got going? Should we do
My
this
J format.
Go back to
Magic.
Okay, I got you with the, you know what I mean? I got the, bro, I ain't took these off since I got them.
Bang.
Yeah, we got the shades on.
Ingrained
clean.
into the DNA.
Got the sweatpants on, you know what I mean?
Doom.
Got the veil on, you know what I mean? Appreciate you. Then got the chain stack, you know what I mean? Just chilling, guys, chilling. Finally got a haircut, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I'm smooth now. I'm smooth.
Yeah, no, the listeners are missing out. Oh my goodness.
Who got one of the A's?
I guess I'll go. Got
That's
the
it.
Armani on the feet.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
speaking
The
of
beige,
A's.
the mauve colorway. You know what I'm saying?
Moi.
Blue shoes.
What you know about the George
You know what I'm
Pomois?
saying? Got the you dig. Got the shorts on deck, you know what I'm saying? Gray shorts with the little patterns on the side.
Yeah, I mean.
I still don't know the name of these.
It's like honor.
Soho on the tee.
Soho.
You
Oh,
can't even
see?
get that in
Soho on the tee.
stores.
You can't
Nah,
get
I'm
it.
not.
Mine is
I
fried
had this
now.
shirt for how many years now?
It's been a
Hasn't
few.
been like two.
Two?
3?
2 years? 3 years?
2 years.
2.5.
2 years,
Yeah.
yeah, a bit. Oh my God.
And it
like
just
that.
started to fade.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
shit, bro. My
Top
shit
quality.
fried, bro.
I fried mine because I was washing it so much when I was in college, and them goddamn dryers, washers. did
Yeah,
not do
that's
that
how
shit
mine
no
was.
fade.
Yeah, not
I
friendly.
fry your whole shit.
Yep.
yeah,
And then
just-
got the little watch, got a little chain, got the satchel.
Sets.
Black satchel.
That's true.
New satchel needed, but you know.
Yeah. On
How
the
much
bang.
you got on, gang?
Patreon.
Ooh, got on the shades on the feet.
Ew.
Man, I wear these genuinely every day.
Bro,
It's
they're
crazy
so
as fuck.
comfortable.
They're very
bro.
cool.
Yeah,
They're like
no, they
new-
are.
And the
nice.
silhouette is beautiful.
It's can't go wrong with it. Got Jaden London on the pants.
It-
Fried. This is like prime swamp ass for. I got. What is it called? Cold Culture. Cold
Fire.
Culture jacket.
That is a hard hit.
F&K Studios
Oh.
neck.
Shout out.
Done.
Nick.
I saw a nigga get a ghost tat on his neck yesterday. It was crazy.
A ghost? He had a what?
Ghastly neck. He had a
Oh.
ghost.
Ghastly neck.
It was
I
nuts.
thought you were talking about him. I was
No. It was someone yesterday. Shout out. Oh yeah. Do of Doom. Fire. Okay. Last but not least.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, lemon
Lemon
peppers.
peppers.
The pointed
Lemon
lemon
peppers.
peppers. You know what I'm saying? The black
Pointed
boots. You
lemon
know,
peppers.
silver. On
They'll
the tip,
fire.
I think these are veil panel.
Veil,
jeans.
yeah.
Black,
Yeah.
panel jeans. You know what I'm saying?
Bang.
Half evil belt. You know what I'm saying? The
Bang.
default, you probably like could fill in the upper half. Like this lower half has been rocked a few times, but the up top, default white dress.
Bing.
You know what I mean?
Nice. You ain't wore the
Golf wang. I never.
Golf
did.
Wayne, that
Yep.
shit fire.
Golf wang.
Bang.
Hella fire.
Tie.
Looking presidential, nigga.
Hi, because we have to do the business. We had to do the knowledge.
Gotta do the
We gotta
knowledge
do
in
the
the
knowledge in the
business.
business.
I was reading a paper about a UN resolution in preparation for this. So
There
we
you
gotta do knowledge.
go. I can't even read.
But hair. what? Oh, Jam podcast member Matthew Brooks famously can't
I
read.
can't read. You know what I mean?
But yeah, hair pulled back. Now I'm saying, locks.
Dang.
It is
It's hot
time
outside.
to go. Oh yeah, hot outside it is, and
No, it's
a little
not.
wrist on a bracelet. Feeling good today because we have many things to discuss. Let's talk to the village first and foremost.
Yes.
What is hitting on the Jam Talks? Use hashtag Jam Talks on every
Yes,
platform.
Shout out Spotify.
Shout out
Yeah,
Spotify.
that's
Shout out to
Spotify.
Patreon. Do the Jamversations as well. We get into those and everything too. We need to just
Literally.
start I'm not gonna lie. I was watching some other stuff. There's so much additional content that we can add.
Yeah.
on the-
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
They don't know the things
Telling
that's
y'all the
coming. That's
distinction.
happening.
Oh yeah, they don't know what's in
Jamversation.
the works.
Jamversation is different than Jam Talks.
Yeah.
Jam Talks is a comment that you leave on, YouTube,
That's the
Spotify.
public. That's
That's
public
that's the
forum.
public.
It's the public.
You got to do hashtag Jam Talks for that shit to get read. Jamversations, if you want a Jamversations conversation, you got to go to Patreon.
Gotta go to Patreon.
Gotta go to
Those
Patreon.
conversations.
That's where all the intimate conversations
Literally,
happen.
that's how it
Free,
goes. So now
unfiltered,
we talking
too.
about Jam Talks. So we got one Jam Talks from Bookworm606.
Shout out.
Hashtag Jam Talks. I missed y'all. Thank you for posting again. Love you guys and all the work you do. And are you thinking of attending any midterm rally events in the Chi area that I should go to as well to keep active in my community?
Probably.
And that's off Spotify.
Well, you can catch us at the Black and Brown Music Event. That's happening on August 3rd?
August
29th.
29th. August
29th.
29th.
Weekend
We will
event.
be there from 2 to 3, 4, something like that.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like 2, 3, 4 something.
If you want to pop up there's plenty of, it's getting closer and closer to election season. So follow at least what I try to do. I've tried to follow as many Chicago activism and organizing accounts as
Yeah.
humanly possible.
So
I
you
can
know.
so it just pops up on my radar. But yeah, if you want to, we going to be outside.
Yeah, we'll always
Yeah.
let y'all know when we outside.
Literally,
Yep.
always let you know. Follow what you on world. You'll always get.
Oh,
that
yeah,
on
yeah,
bro.
literally.
That's a fact.
He be giving me updates on my life.
Oh,
I don't,
God.
I don't be knowing
Come on,
what
damn,
the
we
I
did
know
that.
Oh God. All right.
Shout out.
Got another
Let me
one
book
on YouTube. Kai CO. I'm not even gonna try.
Shout out, Kai.
Appreciate you.
Shout out Kai. Hashtag Jam Talks. Canadian nigga gay in my because he put the emoji, so I think that's just him describing that person. In my opinion, not like a woman to the point you get violent with females or simply anti-feminine equals DL. Just an abusive narcissist. Same as juvenile / prison / toxic male logic. As long as I do the thing aggressively or to bully to punch down to make a joke at the expense of vulnerable people, or if any arbitrary words. Equal, not weird, not gay, and still straight / masculine. These mediocre, insecure, emotionally unintelligent, cry bullies match their actions with violence and hate, all because they can't go to therapy and stop making their uncomfortable feelings everyone's problem. So the context with this was when we were talking about Royce
conversation
White.
with Royce, yeah.
And we were talking about being DL and how if you are DL, niggas who are DL beat women. That was kind of the correlation with that, and people were criticizing their opinion, which it was valid.
Yeah, I think it was super valid. I read a big ass criticism of it in the Patreon. I was like, nah, that was definitely valid.
It's real because it's not more so just because I think when we made that correlation of being DL and having to be violent is because of literally just that self-expression just going so down that it comes out in those such violent ways. But I understand how that
How it
isn't
could
good
look.
and it can go to, you're the people who are actually DL and it's really not their choice. It's you're kind of adding them into it.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
that's the framing ideally that I think about, which is that like, yeah, men are suppressing a lot of things, and it doesn't necessarily mean because you do secretly want to fuck niggas, but you can't get it out. There's a lot of things that a lot of straight niggas who do fuck with women or gay people who are openly gay still have to suppress about their masculinity, still have to suppress about themselves because they don't even understand it. And that also can come out in the same violent, same oppressive behaviors and mindsets. It's like I hear the criticism of when you put the DL attachment to it all the time. It's kind of like you're kind of like diagnosing the secret reason why,
that like every DL person is violent.
Or you're creating the secret reason, the catch-all. That's the reason why they act like this. Where it is multifaceted, and a lot of the same things affect niggas who aren't dealing with that problem. So
you're really just going at a piece of it rather than just like the culture of niggas. It's like you gotta hit that point.
Because that nigga, I mean, Royce White is a nigga who he might not be DL.
He could just fell out the media, bro.
I'm about to say he's already cooked. Like, but like, that nigga,
name that
nigga. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He's not. He's the 900th nigga to try to do this exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought it was a super valid criticism when I saw it as well. We had a few people like talk about how we spoke about like trans individuals in that video, and then like also about that. And I think like it's always a process. It's always a process of just learning and continuing to evolve. It's like niggas don't know everything, and obviously like it wasn't intended to offend people in a way of being like, oh yeah, only DL niggas beat women. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like just understanding that like, you just kind of learn and switch how certain things are said, or you know what I mean? Shit, how you say certain things, but it's like the sentiment of it is like, bro, just work on your shit. Work on your issues. As a young man, like, not even young, whether you're old man, whether you're young man, it's like, bro, work on your shit, because it always will manifest itself in negative ways where it's not really you, my nigga. You're not
getting a 50-year restraining order.
To where you have a 50-year restraining order on your child, or with your child and your mother, your kids.
Yeah.
Like I know no amount of presidential elections or running or anything or wigs will make that nigga like sit down at the end of the day and not think about that. You have a 50-year restraining order on your kid and wife.
Literally.
Right. For life. You're never.
Oh, God.
That's sticking to. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
W come.
A bad omen.
That was on you. No, Spotify.
Spotify.
And then YouTube actually, ridiculous.
YouTube.
Then I got another Spotify one. This is the last one by Dark Phantom. #Jam Talks. I'm a listener from Memphis, so I'm excited to try and see when y'all come through. I'm a labor community / tenant organizer. With DSA and Memphis Tenants Union. I don't have social media anymore, so how can I get updates on what parts of town y'all are coming to? I know Mayor Brandon was down here helping on my buddy Justin Pearson's campaign recently, and I thought of y'all episode with him when he came through.
Oh yeah, we got the. I mean, first of all, we got to link up with
Justin
Pearson.
Yeah, I don't know how we would. I mean, we don't got a billboard.
Yeah,
we might get on.
We ain't got no pigeons and shit. I don't know, bro.
Somebody on a horse.
Fucking Power Beer.
We gonna be there though. 25th through the 29th.
You don't got social media, so you won't really know.
25th to the 28th.
But like, just make that bot Instagram account for that day. When he said so.
Because we're gonna be in the town. Hopefully, we get to pop up on y'all and other people. Like, shout out the organizers and the tenants union and everything, because oh my God, in Memphis, not even in Memphis, but in the state of Tennessee, you're fighting ghouls. So y'all.
No,
literal ghouls.
So we're gonna try to aid in the effort. Get some people out there to go.
Jam
W Jam
Talks. Got one Jam Talks red. #Jam Talks.
Yep.
Sir.
Yeah, bro.
Appreciate y'all for leaving your comments as always. Continue to do so, like you said. #Jam Talks. Shout out all of y'all. Thank you for watching. Let's get into Carmelo Anthony's case. So, my goodness. We talked about this before when the case was going on. Overview being Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony have confrontation at track meet. Allegedly, Austin Metcalf and his brother, I forgot the other nigga name, and then the whole team was there trying to make the nigga move from the tent. It was raining. He was like, don't touch me. You touch me, see what's going to happen. Austin pushed him. Altercation happens. gets stabbed one time. He dies. Carmelo Anthony runs. He's like, is he okay? I did it, but it was self-defense. Cool. Internet goes insane with it. Racist white people being like, yeah, he's a monster, lock him up forever. Black people being like, it was self-defense. Why the fuck is he getting 35 years, which he ended up getting for this altercation? And we've kind of all been dealing in the reality that's happened since then, where it's like, if you're arguing self-defense, and part of the self-defense claim was, reasonable, like fear for life, right? Because we don't know the exact elements of exactly what happened in the fight, set frame by frame, because none of us saw it. But one could make the argument that, he was fearing for his life, X, Y, Z. And then the extent to which that argument gains more validity turned out to be digging into the history of the people that were involved in it, specifically Austin Metcalf and all the claims of racism that people had. Because it was like, how does this process work out? This kid get 35 years. It seems like they rushed it. Like, there's obviously that insinuation of racism, and then his dad came out like right after the trial.
Watermelon felon.
Literally start calling niggas
like they're coming out saying
when the case was going on, like I was hearing people say that Austin Metcalf wasn't really a great person, but you know how the internet be, they kind of conjure up stories to push people one way and do this.
Yeah, and he was dead, so
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him because his dad came on the internet like right after the trial talking about watermelon felon. But just recently, I figured out that they had a gentleman's agreement. Yes. So basically, what they said was, we're gonna do this trial. Even before that, prosecutor and the defense attorney for Carmelo Anthony know each other.
They knew each other.
The homies.
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
The judge.
Cousins
with the father of Austin Metcalf.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's why he got removed.
That's why the nigga got removed.
Yeah, so they did recuse that judge from the trial, the original judge.
They set this nigga up, bro.
Yes.
So
they set this nigga up.
Okay, so
they set him up horribly.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? Because it's like, okay, this is Texas. And what ended up happening was, at minimum, he'll serve 17 years for the stabbing. And the total sentence is 35, but they're reviewed a case, I guess, after the 17. So he spends, as long as he's been alive, in jail for a fight that happened in which he stabbed the person one time. And the person
5 minutes. 5 minutes of like wrongdoing.
So now we find out that there's relations between the judges. The judge had to recuse himself, and because Carmelo Anthony got new defense attorneys. And they were trying to make this thing of it, trying to argue for this retrial because of that family connection and because of the gentleman's agreement that happened between these lawyers that knew each other that said, you know what? We're not gonna include any of the background information into the characters of Carmelo Anthony or Austin Metcalf in the trial, because then that could open the door for blah, blah, blah. Really what it was, it could open the door for cross-examination of Carmelo Anthony. Because if that's really what the whole gentleman's agreement thing was that you keep all the background stuff out of it, because Austin Metcalf is dead and Carmelo Anthony is the one alive and has to testify. So if he goes on the stand, they're going to rip this nigga to shreds. That's why his attorneys decided not to put him on the stand, because they didn't think he was going to get a fair shot to like plead his case and everything. So this gentleman's agreement happened, but then even then the lawyers came out later and was like, the gentleman agreement broke down because immediately as the trial started, the prosecution started talking about how, I don't know if it was Austin was in a chess club or some shit.
Yeah, trying to
start bringing out shit that's not related to the trial, but is painting a broader picture of, to the jury and to the press, of who the kid, Austin Metcalf, was.
Yeah.
So like, the gentleman's agreement that we had, as opposed to just doing the thing and dealing with all the factors, broke down, and he already got the prison sentence now. So now all the details are starting to come out, details that they didn't want to have be reviewed during the trial, including Austin Metcalf's history of racist behavior, of aggressive behavior. They tried Carmelo Anthony's past and alleged stalking of a girlfriend, or alleged like texts about suicidal stuff or like all these text messages, all these things started coming out. What were you gonna
So Matt, what message? Not Matt. What? Who is Austin Metcalf really?
A dead nigga?
Austin Metcalf, one, he's a dead nigga. Two, so when we talked about a few weeks ago, we talked about parents and like parenting and like you as a black parent having your black children around white children that don't know shit about where they came from, the country they live in.
Yeah, how
systems work, anything like that, right? There's some people that had some backlash for that. We will sit here, even in the Austin Metcalf situation, and I'm a victim to it. We will sit here and we see these white people, and you immediately create a world of like, not a world, but you create a image of who this person is, right? Mm-hmm. I remember being on this couch when we first talked about the whole situation. And I remember being like, oh, we didn't know all the details, but like, man, you know, Carmelo got to, sit this one out. He got to da-da-da-da. Do I think that was just, oh, we didn't do enough research? No, there wasn't anything to research at that point. Motherfucker, it wasn't even out yet. It had just happened. But I think there's a level of faith that you put into the white man because they're the white man.
Right.
You're like, well, this kid's dead, bro. At the end of the day, his dad probably sad. This shit dead.
You humanize him immediately.
You humanize him immediately, and that's not the type of grace that we give to black people, right? Austin Metcalf, this is reported. This was on the news.
Yeah. And keep in mind,
the whole segment was.
Yeah, keep in mind, during the entire situation, during the stabbing and even afterwards, before the trial, the media is fucking this dude, Carmelo Anthony's character up.
If you go look up Carmelo, he looked like a terrorist or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got the nigga bald mugshot. They got his all discolored and super dark beards and shit, AI beards and shit, like super thick beards. I'm like,
they got this nigga looking like a slave.
Then they got Austin Metcalf at picture day. Well, let me tell you what this nigga was, right? This is the same nigga, Austin Metcalf. Reportedly, he beat up a black girl. He punched a black girl in her stomach, right? He had been arrested and on juvenile probation for 12 months because of racist graffiti putting KKK and Hail Hitler places. Got suspended from school for calling his teacher a bitch and being like, I couldn't control it. I had to let it fly. What are we? This is a fucking degenerate.
I've been seeing niggas talk about Carmelo Anthony's I've been seeing actively how media chooses its sides to run with based on whatever your ideology was beforehand. But I've been seeing this increase of white conservatives on TikTok who are all he was no angeling to Carmelo Anthony. Basically you see all this stuff that they released about him, the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, they opened up the voodoo bag with Carmelo Anthony. They opened up the voodoo bag with Austin Metcalf. You know what the trial was over? The trial was over this altercation that happened between multiple people outnumbering Carmelo Anthony and Carmelo Anthony. And the claim of self-defense was being argued as to whether or not he had fear for his life in this scenario. That's where the character can come in, because they try to use the fact that he had a bad relationship with his girlfriend and had bad texts and suicidal. To try to paint this thing that it was premeditated.
What does that have to do with?
They try to paint a state of mind that it was premeditated, that he wanted to come in there.
You know what a state of mind is? When Austin Metcalf sent a message to one of his homies talking about, oh yeah, yo, no, there's somebody under the tent. Go kill that nigga.
That literally is what he said.
Go kill that motherfucker. That's what he said.
There was somebody under the tent. Go kill that motherfucker.
And it was known that him, despite being the star of the football team, enjoyed getting in fights. A lot of shit. So it's you have the fights, you have the racial stuff. Not even just you got caught on 4chan or on Reddit
KKK
saying
in real life.
No. In real life, you spray painted Klan shit and got caught by the police, and it had to be a police record. Like, what do you mean, gentleman's agreement? This isn't going to be in the trial.
Juvenile, nigga.
What do you mean?
Juvenile probation for a year.
I'm sorry.
At 17.
I'm sorry.
Like,
So you remember when George Floyd died and got killed?
Yeah.
And how these same niggas.
The $20 bill.
It was fraud. It was a $20 bill was fake. And before he held a gun to a pregnant woman, and before he was on the drugs, and before XYZ. So what do you mean in this trial that's going to determine? This trial is going to determine whether or not a 17-year-old goes to prison for 35 years.
Whether he feared for his life.
And denies his self-defense claim of fearing for his life. You're telling me that the gentleman's agreement was the time where he got caught up in the law for being a racist is not going to be used in this trial because we don't want to open up a bag of worms.
He didn't even just spray KKK. No, he put KKK kill all blacks.
That's what he said.
He did.
He said KKK kill all blacks.
So like,
I wonder if Carmelo could have been fearing for his life.
So think about the fact that they will see a text.
Go kill that motherfucker.
So mind you, and these same people politically align with rapist abusers all the time,
Yep.
right? But these same people will see texts from Carmelo Anthony potentially being an abuser. And being like, obviously he was a horrible kid and he probably just... And like, they just jump to that conclusion.
Yeah.
But like the person who... There are plenty of racist people who've never put KKK kill all blacks.
Wrote it out on graffiti.
I've never even graffitied nothing.
Permanent graffiti.
That's different, bro.
That's different.
I said that. I was like, it's a level of racist that you are to go online and be racist.
Yeah.
It's there, but there's still a level to the fact that you understand that, like, you're not about to go to a hood or go even in your suburb and go write some shit because there's consequence to your actions. You ain't that racist, which is crazy. You still racist, but you ain't that racist.
Yeah, you level 1 racist.
The level of a level 100 boss racist.
If you probably
is the type of nigga to be 16 years old and say, I'm so angry, I hate these so much that I'm gonna go out and spray paint KKK kill all blacks.
Yeah,
and hell yeah.
That's like, not regular, like,
he
he
was
was a good
bullying.
kid. No, your kid is deranged.
And
what
this
you say?
nigga was bullying like other black kids and shit.
He
like
beat up
through
a
school.
black girl.
Beat up a black girl. He beat up a whole nother woman. It's like, you're telling me you're gonna give a nigga 35 years and not even
gentleman's agreement.
use all that shit.
He's beating up black women at 16 years old.
At 16 years
He's beating
old.
up women, period, at 16 years old.
And I'm looking
what
at
would
the
Austin
media,
Metcalf...
the way the media
What was
is,
he going to
like,
become?
The way the media is moving with this, like, I'm seeing, like, even this shit with, like, how they're presenting him, like, they really got this nigga looking like a fucking slave. Not only that, but, like, I'm looking at these, like, articles, and they just have, his past of stalking his girlfriend. I'm like, so we're not finna talk about this white boy doing all this nut shit.
Yeah.
Think about
We're
the
not
fact
gonna talk
that like
about that.
death saves the reputation of so many of these like white people.
And
Because in death with George Floyd, there was millions thrown at not having the angel persona placed upon somebody. Something completely unjust that happened to the nigga. We watched the nigga kneel on the nigga for 9 minutes, and then Daily Wire did $multi-million documentary. Whatever.
Elon Musk said that shit like 2 days ago.
They've all been
released Derek Chauvin.
That's where they are right now because they just cool. But like, we gentlemen's agree, keep out the real shit that actually was a part of the character, even though he did pass away, because it's not just tangentially related. The law got involved. The nigga literally had to do time for that. So when you're asking whether or not this black kid who was outnumbered was fearing for his life when he decided to back out a knife and stab a nigga with a nigga who's a history of fighting and racist and violence against people who be by their tent at track meets. Like,
And
you would,
also-
if that same scenario was lined up and it was Carmelo Anthony who was the dead one.
It would have been, nigga,
And also,
what?
It's like, it's so,
Nah, you see what he was doing? He said he hated XYZ. He was obviously mad.
like,
He was
niggas
just-
need to open up that side of their brain when we're talking about like a nigga that is about to get 35 years in a cage.
Yeah.
And it's like, really understand the nuance. It's like, you can be there and be like, oh, well, like, he didn't have to stab him. But it's like, I can say that coming from a nigga who's from the Midwest. This is a nigga who's from Texas, where they teach you how to shoot when you're 6 years old.
Yep.
Texas is known for that self-defense. Why is he
Stand
holding
ground.
a knife? You're in fucking Texas. They kill people for less.
Knives in school were a rarity where we're from, even though we are not from a great area. Knives in school in Texas are not as much, not as rare as up here.
Kids be
Didn't he get
having
suspended
guns.
for trying to bring a gun to school?
Who?
Oh, yes.
Kev.
Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The nigga got suspended because it was some altercation or something had happened. And then the next day, he was like trying to bring a gun to the school with one of his homies.
And I saw a text that they said Carmelo Anthony said that maybe he might bring a gun to school. And then he said, nah, I was playing. And they equivocate that this nigga literally got suspended.
He got suspended for it.
suspended.
They've been putting all that on articles. They've been saying he was threatening to shoot up a school, and I'm like, wow.
So what needs to happen is we need to unequivocally call out these people for what they are, racist.
Yeah.
Bro, why are we scared to call these people what they are? Like, niggas is scared to call Elon Musk a racist. Niggas is scared to call Austin Metcalf. Nigga, I forgot what we were talking about. Somebody was like, oh, I think I was like on stream, I was like, even, or like, maybe, I don't know if I said it. Somebody was like, he didn't deserve to die. And I'm like, nigga, fuck that nigga. Yeah, he did. He's a racist.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Well, Matt, he was. Let's talk about
Put it on
this.
paper.
Let's put it on paper. We are talking about a terrorist organization, which is the KKK, an organization that went around killing babies, burning houses, eating people. What are we talking about?
Yep.
yeah.
If I went out and I was writing up ISIS all on things,
They say anti-Zionist.
niggas could be looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
They say
Yeah.
if you're anti-Zionist, you're a terrorist.
You're a terrorist if you're anti-Zionist.
You can support the Klan.
But you can support the Klan, and it's, well, even though I don't support anything Austin did, he didn't deserve to die. Yes, the fuck he did, obviously.
Yeah.
He's punching the shit out of black women.
He's not doing himself.
He
He was no angel.
He beating the
Yeah,
shit
he
out
was
of
no
black
angel,
women.
man.
He's
Was
trying to
no
bring guns to
angel.
school.
He was a criminal.
He was a fucking criminal. That's what he was.
Nigga, the dad, like, it's so crazy because, like,
Fuck outta here.
you can
Watermelon
see what
Watermelon,
that
like-
family represents when, like, nigga, after your dad is on live calling black people, you call Carmelo Anthony a watermelon felon, and you're getting on black people talking about they're loud and X, Y, and Z.
When
and I'm
low-key
like,
your
wow,
boy was
this is
low-key
really
trying to
who
jump
y'all
that
are.
nigga with
Because
really trying to get
because
niggas on.
the plan, this is the whole goal of these things. The goal of these things is just move around the issue and, no, it's just my son. I'm feeling things. No, you're a raging racist who raised a raging racist.
Yeah.
There's no accountability there, or maybe I should. No,
his brother gets to be the victim.
His brother's my heart's broken. Was your heart broken when your brother got 12 months of juvenile probation?
No, you
was with him.
Yeah.
You goofy bitch. All of y'all niggas can get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Smoking your brother, bitch.
Yeah, like,
Fuck wrong with you?
bro, man, that's just like the black life. It's like literally like Nolan Wells. They like murdered that nigga, and I mean,
They're putting out lawsuits to his mama.
they're arresting.
Into Al Sharp. What the fuck are we talking about?
They're
They arrested
arresting
him
other
from
people.
Chicago.
They're about to get away with plain murder.
Yeah.
They literally are about to do it. But
So-
that's like the cost of a black life. And I remember I was seeing streamers talk about, oh yeah, like X, Y, and Z, Carmelo needs to rot and this and that. And I'm just like, man,
These two
y'all don't
frauds.
even think what it means to be black in America.
And-
y'all don't even give that nigga the shot or chance. Y'all would rather give like serial killers grace that y'all see on Netflix documentaries
Yeah.
than like
Yeah.
any black.
I mean,
man
that
has
white girl.
nuance.
I talk about it every time I bring it up. White girl, Mackenzie Skrilla or whatever, Skrillick or whatever her name is, kills her black boyfriend and friend in a car accident that she killed these niggas.
Yeah. On purpose.
On purpose. You could see the text message. She was wigging on the nigga. He had been in an abusive relationship with this girl for months. She wigging on her family. She wigging on her nigga. Kills him, gets 15 years, or gets, I think it's like 15 to life, but after 15, she's eligible for probation.
Yeah.
Killed two people.
And even that dude,
35.
wait, what was
He
that one
got
dude?
35 years. He's not even eligible for it out
35
until
years.
17 has been served.
And they didn't even give him like a retrial. That one dude who did that shit in that mall.
Yeah, in that
Yes.
mall. What, the
that
nigga who shot the nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got 10 years.
10 years.
It's
Chilling.
like, y'all can't even give him a retrial, but y'all gonna get this nigga 35 in a cage.
So
Yeah.
that's what I mean when they say the justice system working as intended
Yep.
is
Yeah.
It's a white man's sport.
it's
Literally, bro.
it's delivering misjustice. At the minimum, looking at these things objectively from as far as the law is concerned, I would say yes. he probably did fear for his life.
Yep.
Maybe maximum you 12 months in there because someone died.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to penalize you for getting an altercation where you lived and the other person died and it was credible, likely too credible that it was self-defense, because it's not a stretch in my mind that being outnumbered as a black kid in America
with a raging racist that you know.
And that you has a reputation.
Community raging racist in the school.
Who's bigger than you?
Y'all niggas just ain't never have your life threatened, nigga. Cause it's like,
no,
bro,
it's very
like,
easy
you get
to
into
sit
some shit with motherfuckers bigger than you that's finna jump you, bro, and you got something on you, nigga. Protect.
It's
them.
very
Let
easy.
alone a black kid.
It's very easy to sit. It's very easy to sit there from a distance and say, well, it's the morality and it's the civility, XYZ. You niggas don't actually practice morality. You practice white
y'all niggas don't even.
Yeah.
It's white supremacy masquerading as as morality, because your morality doesn't just stop with the victim of a thing. Is the punishment, is the justice proportionate? Is it violating someone's rights? Those are all questions that you ask because you want to try to limit the amount of harm you're doing. If you're going to tell me that 35 years in prison for this is proportionate, you're practicing white supremacy and not morality.
That's
as simple as that.
Because all niggas are asking is a consistent, fair trial. That's literally all niggas are asking.
I have no sympathy for no racist ass motherfuckers.
It's been in this country has a
Rick Chow
history of...
shot a nigga, killed a child, and he got away with it.
Rick Chow.
Yeah, Rick Chow.
Completely killed the nigga, and then they robbed the nigga.
His son killed him too. And we didn't even talk about that.
And they are living happily ever after.
Because how the fuck did a 60-year-old hawk down a 14-year-old 180 yards away?
It was
They're
the
still
boy was running
customizing
first.
their gas station. And it's like, man...
Yeah, I don't know if much customization's happening now. I think did they ever get it back from being on board?
I think they did, but I mean, it's not like
they're gonna take their bread and go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
I mean, shit.
Gas station.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all niggas.
Let's move though, because it's not gonna be the last time we're talking about
it's not.
this exact same thing.
Free that nigga till it's backwards, nigga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's no reason why the nigga should even be in there for 17. You're bullshitting.
What are we talking about? It shouldn't be 5.
Let's talk about.
Bro. And we're talking about Texas, bro.
Yeah,
that's
why
you can write terrorist organizations on the wall though and get 12 months of probation. Terrorist organization that was lynching black people and watching it and having fun and
doing picnics.
Again, white supremacy as opposed to morality. That's the thing we're gonna come back when niggas talk about Gaza too later. Let's take a little bit of an interruption here and from the dark shit. Let's talk about GTA, which is just a capitalism problem. So
briefly, we gonna talk about this. So basically, right?
What's going on, bro?
GTA 6.
This is the biggest
Netflix.
video game.
Yeah,
biggest video game.
Biggest
That's why
video
we've been
game
talking
in
about this like
history.
every week, because on Jesus Christ.
This is why you should care. It's because it's the biggest video game.
Yes,
of all
and
time.
you have a young men problem.
Yeah.
So listen to fucking listen to the video game. Nigga.
So GTA 6, the Netflix documentary thing, I think they said it's supposed to be like 30 minutes or something, drops on August 27th, right? So from, I want to say, the beginning of August, there's been people saying, oh, GTA 6 is going to be leaked. And it's leaked. It's leaked now. This dude named Cyber Leak is going around. He has the fucking game.
Are you serious?
It's like
he
a
has
2024 version,
yeah,
right? But
he
it's
has
the full game.
a GTA. He has the 2024 GTA 6 build of the game, the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, how?
I have no fucking clue. Niggas,
Yo, nigga, can you like hack the DOJ?
I don't even know how
or
to the entire game.
yeah. So basically, what he's doing now is like every day he's just dropping a new clip, just randomly. Hey, y'all, look at this new shit
on my Twitter.
They're giving him bread for it, right?
Yes. So at first, it's crazy. So at first, everybody thought that, oh yeah, he's leaking GTA 6 because he's mad at Rockstar for not doing physical discs for GTA 6.
Oh yeah,
right?
he wasn't.
This nigga is literally in every clip. You can see his fucking logo right here, QR code. Yo, buy my meme coin right here.
No way.
Love of the game.
Yeah, so literally what he does, he has this link in his Discord. People click that link and it takes them to this website, and he has a paid poll. So it's like, do you want a leak of a new car? Do you want a leak of the strip club?
No.
Do you want a leak of the fucking airport or whatever?
He the smartest nigga.
And then people would pay money into which one they want to be like released next. and then whoever gets the highest one, he just drops.
And that money is keeping him. That's why he hasn't been caught yet.
Yeah.
That same money is keeping him safe.
When I
All through
said that
crypto.
this was a capitalism problem, I didn't know that it had
And
reached
he's
this
holding
point.
for ransom.
Yes.
These whole niggas for
So now, I think Take-Two Interactive, they subpoenaed Discord and Microsoft. They're trying to get this nigga the fuck up out of here. They're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? They try to keep silent for a minute. I'm like, nah, this nigga going too crazy. You have to say something. So they subpoenaed both of their companies. And this nigga came out randomly. He was like, I got a dead, what is it?
A dead man switch.
Dead man switch on the game, bro. Y'all can't do shit. So basically he was like, every day I have to like reboot or like turn off a code or something for the game to not release to the public. So if I do get arrested and the timer run out, nigga, your game's everywhere, gang. You're fucked.
This is like some fucking
This is Riddler type.
Shit. That's
what the way I've never seen like
That's
this.
ridiculous.
That they write
Yeah.
that into fucking bank robbery plots.
Hey,
This nigga
bro.
has
Hey,
a dead
bro.
man switch on the game. How?
Maybe
He working right.
if as a society we gave a fuck about the people who play the game more than we gave a fuck about the profit incentives, you wouldn't have who are fucking spawns of the lawnmower man being able to fucking hack everything
Yes.
and put your game
The
everywhere.
problem being that, yes, this is still a capitalism problem because even if he's not mad, even if he wasn't doing it out of a form of protest because of the whole thing with the game.
Exactly.
Look what just happened. This nigga set himself up as a black market for early GTA clips that niggas are now paying him for because this game has been so like mythologized and gate kept and guarded and everything. Like this was making up details about this game
Just
like
to make
years
your
in
billions
advance.
that you are. They are.
You already made
I think what
billions
people
off the
don't
pre-order.
understand is off of the pre-orders alone, they paid for the game already.
And then they lost it in market cap value.
Yeah, then they lost it in market cap value because of the leak.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come right back when the game
And
drops.
it's gonna come right back
Even
when
if that, like, as much as, man, it's so funny, all those niggas in the comments saying, man, this is a brilliant strategy of going to Netflix and X, Y, and Z. I'm like, bro,
Y'all don't
just
get
for it
it.
to get leaked.
Yeah, just for it to
Because
get leaked.
literally, y'all niggas waited all this time. Y'all delayed the game. Y'all doing Netflix partnerships. Y'all finna do ludicrous shit, bro. What did you expect? You think people are just going to allow you to
Like
do that?
they delayed it 3 times. Said they're only going to release digital versions to stop leaks. If you were to buy the game from like Best Buy or GameStop, they give you the case of GTA 6 with a code inside of it. There's no disc.
to stop leaks.
To stop leaks. And you just gave this nigga a
It's
version
not
of GTA
though.
6.
They're lying though. It's
They're
not
lying.
about stopping leaks as well. Because all right, let's
Yeah,
really take this in.
talk about it.
Let's really talk about this. So I'm Take-Two, I'm Rockstar, whatever it is. I send every single fucking what's it called? GameStop, the game, where I send it to Best Buy, where I send it to XYZ. How long before the game comes out do you think those discs would hit the wherever the places, Walmart? How long?
Like a week, maybe.
Probably a week.
Maybe 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
3 weeks, whatever it is. At that point, the game's already coming out. What it genuinely is you don't own anything. They don't want you to
will
own
own
anything.
nothing and you will be happy.
Imagine you
PS
owning GTA 6.
PlayStation just came out. Sony just came out because a whole bunch of people are trying to do the whole boycott with PlayStation over the last week.
Oh my God.
And have been like, oh, we're not doing this shit. Da da da. PlayStation just came out. And instead of being like, damn, the entire community is basically like, we're holding our money because XYZ Digital. Maybe we should listen. You know what they said? They came out and they was like, all right, guys, listen here. What y'all bitch ass niggas don't understand is when you signed the terms of service, you agreed to all of this. Shut the fuck up. They said every single game y'all buy. They said every single game you buy, you do not own it. You own a license, or you don't own it. You do not own it. You have a license to play it. Word for word is what they just came out and said today. They said you have a license to play it. Every single game you've ever bought, you have a license to play it. Digital game. They said B. They said if we permaban you, every single game you just bought is gone permanently. We took your money and we have the game. You don't have a license plate. You have to buy it again. This is what they just said in the terms
email.
of service. So these are these companies. This is what they think about y'all.
Yep. It's marketing, man.
Marketing, defending these niggas for no reason. I already have to spend $600 for a console. You'll have up the price.
$80 games.
$80 controller.
$80 controller.
$80 controller plus a $600 console.
$70 games.
$70 games that are increasing by the minute.
Yep.
And a $30
If you want
subscription
add-ons
for Alive.
Yep.
For $30 subscription for Live.
Yep.
Wait, I can't own the $70 game that, like, you know, we've been owning since we were children.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we were born, niggas were able to buy games
That's
and own
for
them.
everything. If it's a game that you bought, right, like you said, if it's a game that you bought when we were 7th graders, like COD 3, digital online, or if it's GTA digital, and you get banned in 2026, fuck your progress.
you.
Fuck
And niggas
your
could
money.
be like-
we own it.
Yeah.
Niggas could be like, well, don't get banned then. But it's like, you're such a fucking slave that you don't understand.
You don't
Holy
understand it.
fuck.
What are
like,
we
you are
talking
so
about?
caught up in it. The fact that, like, a company can come out with a statement like that to really threaten and be like, we can take everything from you and you paid for it and we don't give a fuck. It's like, bro, understand that. Like, they don't want you to have shit. We're talking about video games.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, this is how crazy it go. Like, we're talking about something as small as games that they don't want to own. Like, you don't own.
If you really want to boycott, not going online or not turning on your system or not logging in, I don't think that's gonna do anything. When they drop that next console,
Don't buy
that.
Don't buy that
Be
shit.
very careful.
Yeah.
Don't buy that shit.
Because
Don't
my
buy
thing
that
is like the problem with it being is that, like, yes, if you bought the physical copy of the game and then you fucked up the rules and you got banned, even though their game was dog shit, even GTA 5, there were so many glitches and exploits and all types of shit that some didn't. Cool. Yeah, you'd have to go in the store and rebuy the thing. The problem is, what if it's not just a ban? What if it's anything else that could happen under the jurisdiction of PlayStation? What if it's something with your PlayStation? If you had, you could just get another station, or you could go and put the disc in someone else's shit and go play it XYZ. You have your own thing and it's localized, and they now control more and more aspects of your gaming experience, only to not give you shit publicly for the release of this biggest game that's supposed to unite the world.
Yeah.
Where's like the public
But like,
forum
that's the thing.
event
There's
of
no
just, like,
integrity in it anyways. Because like you said, they ban over like the shit on GTA, but it's like, bro, I go on COD and get called every day and don't get banned, and no one gets banned.
No one get banned.
What are
People
we
cheat. People
just
cheat
run-
every day on
people
COD.
cheat every day on COD.
We just
because
got
it's
called moon crickets.
It's
the other
not,
day.
yeah, we just got like, it's
And he's
not
still
about
playing.
integrity. It's never been about. They don't ban people for integrity. If they did that, there'd be a lot more stipulations and rules in these terms of service.
No, it's that if you can buy, if you're gonna buy a video game, you go to the store, you make the one physical purchase, you get that ownership. In this society, that is a one-time purchase. Big purchase comes out. You know, that's usually how goods and services are supposed to be exchanged. You go and you buy the thing. Now they want to conceal how much money you're actually spending for your thing by putting you on subscription programs, by putting you on things you got to pay monthly for, by removing your literal physical access to the copy of the disc. Like, all of this shit just creates a system where you're playing it and it feels like it's seamless, but all the money is getting drained in the background, and by your 90th subscription.
I think about how much money I spend on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And it like when it comes to
And you got to buy
gaming,
shark cards too.
when it comes to gaming, how much money you spend on a monthly basis, and like I don't even know, like, because I'm not really locked in and looking at it, right? And like, A, that's a luxury that a lot of people aren't afforded.
Yep.
But B, it's like, bro, at least the way I be thinking, I'm like, bro, I'm broke. Think about the niggas that like have the money.
Yeah.
How much money is PlayStation racking in a month?
Like the video
What
games
the
like
fuck
MLB
are
The Show,
we
where you can
talking
buy
about?
like
Yeah.
you can buy the currency, or
coins,
2K, VC.
Fortnite, V-Bucks, 2K.
How much
They are
money are
making
they?
profits on every single purchase that ever goes through the PSN. That's another reason why. Because if you digitize everything, you put it through the PSN, they could take their 3%. And that's like, what are we talking about?
Yep.
GameStop doesn't. They have to make deals, and they have to do those things with GameStop and shit like
Because
that.
you could put them out of
If
business, which now
if
it's the full
through
court
their
press.
own thing. They don't have to.
But it's
they
like-
You keep
it's
that
same
money
thing
in-house.
Apple does.
Yep.
Bro, this is a bad, like, this is such a bad sign.
Consolidating.
When either the PS3 or PS4, when there was years of that console being out, through that, like you said with GameStop, you have to do those deals. They get cheaper during time, like during the times pass. So like the PS3 would be
like the console.
Yeah, the console would
Yeah.
get cheaper. The controllers would get cheaper.
Yep.
They had third-party
Game would get
controllers. Games would get cheaper. There was more deals. PS5 has been out for how many years, bro?
It's going
and it
up.
is
still
it's
$700.
going up.
It's
It's
going
still
up.
$600.
Yeah.
And you have to buy the version that is digital because
So
why would I
imagine
buy
you
the one
didn't
with the
have-
disc? Because everything is they're not gonna have discs
And then the
anymore.
controller's $80.
80, oh yeah,
Imagine-
that's another one. Sorry, the controller hasn't even gotten cheaper. The controller is $80 fucking
The
dollars.
controller was 60.
Still,
They don't like third-party controllers anymore.
No,
it won't
they-
work with that
Exactly.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
So
You gotta put it
imagine
to the
you
PC.
before where like someone in your family was the only nigga with the PlayStation or with the Xbox. And then all y'all were close enough to where you could get the game and you know that if you didn't have the system yourself, but you could go over someone's crib, play the thing. Cool. You better get them friendships even more interconnected because you're not bringing a disc nowhere and popping it in the nigga system. They have to have this shit already. Y'all got to coordinate that shit prior to. They got to buy that shit themselves.
oh
or
wait,
you gotta,
you forgot the subscription you need to play with your homies anyway. So you fried it. Can't get
It's just
online.
like
yeah,
that.
can't get online.
So
everyone has to buy the PlayStation.
So let's
and
so
then
let's
we
talk
market
about
that.
what this
leaking
is.
the game.
We just said
Consolidation.
We just said don't buy the next game. We just said don't buy the next gaming console. I don't give a fuck how comfortable you are. The reality of it is all of us are about to be uncomfortable. Whether you know it or not, whatever industry you work in, whether it's gaming, whether it's entertainment, whether it's whatever industry you work with or you work into, capitalism and that system, the consolidation is coming to an industry near you.
That's why they're doing AI.
So that's why they're doing AI. So we either fight back now or we wait until we literally have nothing and we're in the surveillance state to say, oh, we have to stop this? All right, bro.
Yeah.
So
Because that's what.
man, I just want to play a game. I don't want to deal with politics today. I'm sorry, nigga. They're not allowing you to do that because your bitch ass won't be able to play the game without 3 fucking subscriptions, an $80 controller, a $90 game, and fucking you got to wipe
They're
your ass.
killing
3
everything. They're killing all avenues for your escape. You can't
Yep.
have a PC.
Yeah.
Because
It just
that's-
up in the
Can't have
price
PC.
floor.
Can't have that. So
Pricing you out of it.
So we're going to raise the graphics card so you can build your PC.
Yep.
You know what alternative we're going to do? We're going to build you a Steam box. So
Yeah,
you
I seen that
so Now
bullshit.
it's like, okay, I don't want you to own anything anymore, so let's just pay $500 or whatever the price is for this little
And all
ass
your
box.
games is right
You
in
got
the
all your
box.
games right there. Oh shit, PS6. Let's charge you $1,200, but let's do it just like how the PS5 did. Let's do limited quality, so when it comes out, people can resell it for another $2.
Yeah, no, I'm looking.
Watch. One company's going to be drastic. You're gonna say, no, we're not buying this PSN, or we're not buying this PlayStation, and you don't buy the PlayStation. PlayStation 6 come out, we don't buy it, everything great, and everybody get on one day and all your games locked, and you wondering why? It's because you're in their database.
Yeah,
they
you wait.
do that.
Y'all can't wait. I cannot wait
All
for the Sony Samsung merger of 2035, in which the PS6 is actually virtual. And you have to buy the TV, which comes with the PS plug-in, and then you have to pay subscription to own the PlayStation.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Why?
Market consolidation, isn't it? They gonna make a lot of money, right? It's great marketing.
Yeah,
It's
great
not designed
Keep
for
saying
ease
don't
of
tax
use.
the rich.
Yes.
'Cause
Mind you, all that money
that's a
pooling up
very-
here.
That's a very easy, like almost immediate fix.
Yeah.
Is tax the fuck out these niggas. Then they say, oh, we have consequences. Maybe I can't put $1 billion into a fucking data center to where I could then do X, Y, Z to consolidate power and money and interest because I don't have the money for it.
Talking about.
Yeah. You got to raise that price floor. We too busy pricing niggas out of
We
playing
can't
video
even
games.
talk about
What
it.
you're doing also underneath it is you're creating an underclass that is more and more, with those escapes, like you mentioned, blocked off. Which means what? You're going to be doing more and more other things, other bullshit for adolescents that don't have that outlet now because your family got to have more and more money each year to even be beyond these price points. Nigga, $60 for a game was a stretch when we was growing up. Niggas was like, I wasn't asking for that money for that game, bro. Now you're talking about you got to get me a $700 console on top of all this shit now, and nothing's changing. All these niggas just up in the price. It's technology.
You won't even have adolescent
Crazy.
like, experience. You're not about to have a childhood.
This gone.
If you
This
can't
pack
have
gone.
a game, if you can't have a gaming console because it's $1,000 and you don't have money because of the minimum wage, your ass is gonna be working. you're gonna be a child working because the way they're doing this shit, you won't have nothing.
Why is Gen Z so
You
white?
can't even eat blueberries, fuck nigga.
No
worried about
blueberries,
your escape.
no lettuce, no games.
eat
You're
that.
worried about
You own nothing and you'll be happy under this hellscape.
The I don't do politics people, bro. Like,
You'll do nothing.
holy
You'll
shit,
have
I want to
nothing.
slap
You'll
the
be
literal
nothing.
shit out of you, dog.
Yeah.
Here, let's
just
talk about other people that we should be wanting to slap the absolute shit out of.
God.
Andrew Tate. What the fuck is because this is the
my
problem,
God.
right?
We got it.
We live in a society that has many, many, many perverse incentives. The same perverse incentive that is pooling billions at the top while making it harder for you to play your fucking game or watch your goddamn TV subscription. You got to get Hulu, Peacock, whatever third-party subsidiary streaming service app next time.
Yeah.
Boo,
Sling.
Sling. God damn it. And they're all controlled by like 3 companies.
Yeah, they're all controlled by the fucking the brothers.
ESPN,
Yeah,
nigga.
Man.
So like, when you talk about that creates cultural incentives because of who has the monopoly on that attention, what platforms find as attention seeking, and what's going to drive their money, their profit, and their relevance, which created the rise of Andrew Tate. I know a lot of people try to make a big thing about the left and how they can't talk to men is what created Andrew Tate. Maybe a little bit, but no, this hellscape will create Andrew Tates at infinity because
use
there's
that as a talking
like
Man, y'all
it's
are
the most
so lazy.
victim blaming cowardly bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
The left couldn't talk to men.
Tell these bitch ass niggas to grow the fuck up and don't peel away the moment you hear the word feminism one time.
The left couldn't talk to men.
The left couldn't. I want you.
So the
Hold-
left couldn't talk to men, and that's
Please,
what
Alex.
how Andrew Tate came. Which again, there's a
Holy
vacuum.
shit.
There's a vacuum for young men and their role models and shit. But that doesn't mean you have to. We created the problem because this therm nigga came into the vacuum. Let's talk about what happened with him. I don't know. I stopped
Really
paying attention.
quick.
I think
Can
they got
we,
it. What?
Why do it say this can't be real? It says an update to the Grand Theft Auto 6, an extended look that will premiere on Netflix after recent online events regarding GTA 6. We've decided to change the content we'll be revealing in our extended look for GTA 6 on Netflix. Instead of showing you more content for GTA 6, considering you already got a bunch of that over the past few days, this can't be.
No, it's not. real.
Wait. Who said it?
This is Rockstar.
This
apparently
statement?
on Twitter. They said please check it.
Continue.
Instead of showing you more content for GTA 6, considering you already got a bunch of that over the past few days, we'll be live streaming the police raid and capture of the hacker known online as
That's a lie.
That's not real. That's just not real. That's just not real. That's just not.
All right, let's do it. Let's get
Fucking
it,
ice live stream, nigga.
Former Rockstar
Can't
director
be.
calls GTA 6 leaks a nothing burger. Like,
They're
Yeah. They
was
they
nothing.
didn't put that up.
Okay.
Fight the game, guys.
Man.
Okay.
It was nothing.
let's man.
Oh, God.
So-
this shit.
Pimping doesn't always look the way that people think pimping looks like.
That's
Niggas
real
think
as shit.
Pimpin' look like dude from Next Friday, Cat Williams.
Yeah, I was about to say, you
Next
think
Friday.
Cat Williams
Or
would
Friday
have
Pimping
velvet
Night.
isn't just the casual,
With the cane.
the nigga with the cane, with the coat, slapping
It's not a
girl.
It's not a coincidence that image in your mind is black, by the way.
Pimping is
Happens way less than.
Yeah.
You might be getting pimped and you don't know that.
Yeah, you get
You
pimped
might
by
be.
all these
You're a
people.
man and you might be getting pimped out.
Every
You don't know
day.
that.
You getting pimped out by.
PlayStation might pimp you out.
Yeah.
Adam Silver. Adam Silver pimping the fuck out y'all niggas.
All these
Got you
companies
niggas-
might be pimping you out.
Oh my god.
But when you already don't know what that shit look like, you look at Andrew Tate and you're like, man,
What a wonderful guy.
I idolize that. He just got that.
He got it, bro.
He got it. He got it with the woman. What
color's your Bugatti?
All this. But when you look behind every single pimp,
What color you?
there's always a single truth for all these niggas, bro.
Yep.
Is that they're just a finesser.
Yep.
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
they do to get
What
the money?
color's your Bugatti? Rented. As per court
On the
document.
lease.
So they just came out with news that it was all a sham.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all
No way he didn't have 19 cars in a Bugatti. What?
Well, Alan, what color's your Bugatti?
So before I read this, let's watch this video of grown men sucking the of Andrew Tate. Can we please watch this video?
Oh, they're protesting outside the jail.
Doing push-ups.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Free Top G! Free Top G! Free Top G! Free
They all have their hair.
Why is there?
Can
a
we
black
go to the
woman
second
there? What?
video, please?
That was a black woman?
There was a black woman in the middle of it. What if
Lost.
Yeah, she's a victim.
This is a weird society.
So
Imagine looking
This
of all these faces.
dystopian. You followed Andrew Tate because he really spoke to your soul. He really helped you with your problems. He really made you realize that like you get no hoes.
Like Kevin Samuel.
And
I'm
man,
a fuck nigga, but like,
I could join Hustlers University and get that same Bugatti, that same Lamborghini.
yeah.
With those
He really
same girls.
taught me how to,
Push-ups.
do all
push-ups.
these things.
With your hands like this.
On their court documents, mind you, the nigga you idolize their court documents because they're arrested in jail.
Yes, we're here.
Starts off on point A. The Tates do not have excessive wealth and influence, and any wealth does not establish a flight risk.
Yeah.
that's why.
They're not even
This
on
is
a
their
flight
lawyer.
risk, they
This
so
is their
fucking broke.
lawyer trying to argue that they should be released.
Yes.
Oh,
This is the yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So because
They're
They're not a
pre-trial,
flight risk 'cause they are so broke.
so for those of y'all who don't know the legal, during the pre-trial detention, when you get arrested for some shit, before they determine whether or not you did it, they got to determine whether or not they have to hold you in jail because what you did was crazy enough. So if you killed it. And then you like El Chapo.
You're
and
danger,
They're
nigga.
like, yeah, we're gonna keep you here because the prosecution will make the argument that like we haven't determined he committed a crime yet, but we gotta keep him here because we have good reason to believe it, and he has connections. He could run away.
He's a flight risk.
He's a flight risk, XYZ. So if it's a higher scale criminal, they'll make sure to keep you holding there. We might lose that nigga.
Yeah.
So if your lawyer is going in and arguing for your freedom to not be held in jail because they don't want this nigga to go to jail. They're saying you gotta let him out because you don't realize he's a bitch. He won't run nowhere.
So his lawyer's trying everything. The government
They don't have substantial wealth.
The government. Okay, so let's read this from the top. Whatever resources the Tate possesses, they have not used those resources to flee. They have traveled openly to Dubai in the United States. The government alleges that the Tates are at risk of flight based on their social media claims that they are self-proclaimed billionaires who own high-end vehicles, private jets, and a custom $50 million super yacht, and have unrestricted access to traditional funds, cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin.
So
and
their
all that
entire
shit.
ethos, the thing that they've been saying in public for years.
So they went on to say that the Bugatti and all the cars rented, that $50 million super yacht, someone let them use that so they could do promotional videos on it. And they claim that they do not have the wealth that they have. And that cryptocurrency coin that Andrew Tate was talking about that's giving them so much money to the point, no. He doesn't even own it. And his stake in it is not even that big. So when Andrew Tate came out and saw the Bugatti and y'all saw him have the money and y'all are outside
And y'all seen him take delivery of that Aston Martin.
We saw the documentary of all those people. The nigga whose brother killed himself, as I love Andrew Tate. He's literally lying to y'all. They brought up how he's making the money. Like they said the $2 million Aston Martin and all his cars rented. They even brought up the fact he was like, "Oh yeah, he just makes money off the Hustlers University."
I was like,
yeah, that's the only thing.
Niggas have been saying there's no way niggas thought he afforded a Bugatti off Hustlers University.
Hustlers University.
Are you dead?
It's because these dumbass niggas brought into the mythos.
So
I just heard about this nigga for the first time like a couple years ago.
y'all
No, he doesn't have a Bugatti.
Bro, that's how I know like everybody would be better off if they grew up like in the outskirts, if not in Chicago.
Yes.
Because like
You get grounded.
I turn your 50 into 5,000. I've been hearing that since I was 5 years old.
I got scammed like
My
that
nigga-
before in high school.
He jumped up as soon as he said it.
My nigga, it's merch that like, if a nigga ever tell you some shit like that,
Yeah.
oh nah, join this group, Matt. We finna
Pyramid scheme.
passing money around, and
Like-
we get paid on this day, and then you get paid on this.
All you gotta do is grab some other people to
fried,
come in, and then
nigga.
we.
Let me.
Unless you're Jamaican and you in the
that coin,
yeah.
It's called a daddy coin, and he didn't create it. The nigga said he only owns 1% of it, and it's only worth $70,000.
Oh,
You own 7 bands.
This is a nigga who claims I'm 100 million.
You be sitting in the
But
studio
mind
with
you,
the VVS with the no shirt.
with all that shit on, and
You're gonna be drowning.
and you promote these shit coins,
drowning, nigga.
so people could get scammed.
These are
and you tell them join Hustlers University to escape the matrix.
MLMs.
If he started off his career having cam girls on there and whooping them with belts for videos and calling it just kink play. And they like that shit.
But then threatening to withhold their passports.
And doing that. And men being like, well, Andrew Tate has he has my best interests at heart. I'll join Hustlers University to become rich. If he doesn't treat women right, what makes you think he will treat you any better? What do men have this assumption that like a nigga will do a girl crazy and think the same won't happen to them? You think you won't get finessed or
your homie gonna cheat on your homie cheating on his girl, and then you think like that
he won't backdoor your
you're
shit.
cool. You think a pimp won't finesse you?
If this is piercing your bubble for the first time, I want you to understand this is the moment.
You're too far gone.
This is when Doctor Strange popped out the dig and the 1 of 10 million. If this is the 1 of 10 million, which you was deep in this pipeline or maybe fence sitting, and then you've just seen this and the cards are now falling. You need to back up and look at this from a 30,000 foot view. Understand that half the internet.
$30,000 on Hustler University.
Understand that half the internet heard this lying snake oil salesman fraud bitch nigga. And they all started parroting his talking points for the views, for the engagement, for the clicks, for the I'm the really enlightened man. Look at all of those niggas a second time right now.
Why is
and
this
ask
not
yourself
everywhere?
why is this not trend? Everything was a lie, gang.
The narrative, bro.
It's the most
the narrative.
I saw this 3 fucking years ago. You know how? Because
everybody with a brain on their shoulders knew this.
Hustlers
It's modern day. It's no different, bro. It's a coming, showing you a problem, showing you what you are lacking of. Oh, let me come up with a solution. Here you are. Then you get to the point of so much influence, and you're like, oh, well, no. Let's keep doing it more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
You're a scammer.
Multi-level marketing.
And then we even talk, literally, pyramid scheme.
Herbalife.
Even like people talking about, well, the woman's statements are X, Y, and Z. One, they all knew the women. 2, they gave the women money so they could fly out so they can give their statements because they didn't have the funds.
Yeah.
You don't think there was conversations had beforehand?
About
and
what
Alan, you're lying. They would never do such a thing. Let's watch the third video, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was the second man she ever f***ed in her whole life. Beautiful, big, natural tits. So cute. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it. But it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
So
got him on the street.
There's another video of Andrew. I'm not putting that Andrew Tate was beating a girl with a belt, and they were saying it's just like King playing all this shit. Yeah, and people watch that.
No,
like,
he just admitted to like raping.
Yes,
the girl.
he did, and this is
literally
what they
That's
do.
literally what.
That's what that is.
When Andrew Tate came to prominence, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Because he would be sitting in interviews. They in-depthly investigated this, I'm pretty sure, in Romania about his use of quote-unquote the lover boy method, where he'd get girls, models, XYZ, convince them that I want to marry you, be a boyfriend, XYZ, come out to Romania, fly them out to Romania, and then have them do cam girl work and then keep their passports from them and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna, and threaten their lives and beat and all types of shit. Tristan, your brother, is saying that. We are to assume that those are the things that were taking place during the same time. Is it so shocking that everything that they said was good about themselves was also a lie because they're evil fucking people?
He showed the lover boy method. He was teaching it to niggas in Hustlers.
He was selling it back on Hustlers University like it was game. That's coercion. That's the first step you need for trafficking. That's why he's been in indictment.
And we have niggas outside doing push-ups saying that the federal government is after.
That's how it ends. That's when you know you were fucked. There's so many like sex cultist niggas who went to jail on federal charges who have niggas outside their window like he was right. That's when you know you've ended it.
Yeah.
You've reached the end of the road. These niggas are doing push-ups in your honor because you are a sex pest.
Because like you literally did the crime.
Yeah.
First off, Romania, you got arrested.
Can't even fucking spell.
Yeah.
You got arrested in Romania, and then you thought you were gonna come to the States on some shit, and then you got arrested. U.S. Marshals came and they shut that shit the fuck down.
Yeah.
That's why your lawyer is saying the shit that they couldn't say before, because they understand you're
fucked.
The
United
persona
States hands.
Persona's fuck it. We just need to keep you out of jail.
They need to just get you out.
What color's your jail cell?
Nigga,
bitch ass nigga.
What, bro? What? The
So,
U.S.
like,
Marshals
it's actually
are at your
hilarious
door.
how, like,
Yeah.
Not
no,
that Romania
all of that
shit.
playing shit just went out
It
the
went out the-
window.
that's why the lawyers was
Nigga,
like,
you
hey,
are
hey.
under the court of law.
He was like, yo, I'm gonna be real. We gotta tell this nigga, this some fake shit. We gotta tell these niggas we is on bullshit. We gotta get you out because they're not playing with
Thus
you
is the
anymore.
difference between niggas like that and niggas
And
like
no one's
this.
at,
Yeah.
stop with
Personas.
the conspiracy bullshit. No one is like they be making these fucking false narratives, being like the U.S. government is after Andrew and Tristan Tate.
Doesn't
'cause they're
Barron
trying
Trump
to make
love them?
Men more feminine.
There was a whole bunch of red pill that came out, and they were mad because Trump didn't say nothing about it.
Cause he doesn't give a fuck about your
You know
dick
what's so
boy.
funny?
He
Trump's
no
trying
one.
to keep
all of
himself
them-
out of jail.
all of
Everyone
them-
for themselves.
They all the right wing media turned their back on all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk was talking about him.
Yeah.
He was talking about
turned his back.
He was saying, bro, they're so good. He was like, I don't care about the allegations. Turned his back on, and then he got turned in his fucking neck. Then Candace Owens was defending him. Nowhere to be found. All of them turned their back on y'all. Why? Because they knew
They know what
Shit.
time it is.
And their
Yeah,
business
they know what
model
time it is.
and their
They
business
know what
model
time it
is
is.
the same.
And then
Andrew
on top of
Tate,
it-
Let me-
Tristan Tate,
so-
Candace Owens,
And
all
then
them
can I
bottles,
add
they
on
keep
to
you
it?
trapped in conspiracy bullshit.
And
They
then
know
we
what
add
it
on
is.
to it, right? Let's not forget the fact. You wanna know why also too these niggas are turning their backs on these niggas that no one is acknowledging? You're black. Y'all are both black men.
black.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about you niggas.
Yeah.
You're gonna rot in that jail.
Yeah.
Well, I think a huge portion as well is that like they have things called RICOs that they do when you have huge groups of people doing, illegal shit. Why the fuck would Candace be with Trump now? Why would Charlie be with Trump now? Why would Tate be with Trump? They're all doing separate illegal shit. They don't want to get looped into each other's illegal shit.
Yeah.
So you go your separate ways and you pray to fucking God they don't knock at your door.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
It's
literally
so funny.
how the shit has always been.
It's so funny to see where these niggas' line is. Like, Trump will never, in his bane of existence, claim Nick Fuentes. But you had dinner with the nigga.
Yeah.
And it's the same as, like, y'all would acknowledge Tate, but it's like, after that shit, it's like,
Yeah, but then they all sit back and say the exact same rhetoric that leads people
Same
to the
rhetoric.
exact same conclusion.
It's just who can get caught first.
It's the Ben Shapiro problem.
Literally.
It's the Ben Shapiro problem. That nigga's fighting for his life because all the Nazis that he enabled for a decade are now eating his face and dick sucking Nick Fuentes.
That's answering
Now
wrong.
he's trying to come off as I'm really the crusader because you enabled it. You stood there, you made the arguments. Candace and all these right wing figures made the arguments. Andrew Tate comes about. Y'all ride the wave. You defend a nigga when it's lucrative. Now the nigga's in trafficking charges. We not hearing a word about him. But we still say the misogyny stuff, though.
Yeah, and we're still gonna do
Yeah.
that.
It's just a game for money. And when these cards come falling down, your lawyer has to get in and be like, he didn't mean none of that shit. Fucking sorry ass
Yeah,
niggas.
shit. Yo, watch who you getting pimped out by, whether
Yeah,
it's
watch it.
PlayStation, whether it's Andrew Tate.
Watch it.
Watch
What
out,
if it's
gang.
your own mama too?
From everything. Oh, what happened here? Because so we like the internet is kind of like our language. You know, we've grown up on it. This is kind of our medium of communication, and we've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen the rise and the fall of all these like Andrew Tate. I thought he was gonna be around a lot longer than he was. I didn't think they was gonna get
Yeah, I
him
thought
on
he was
charges
gonna
this
be-
quick.
Yeah, I mean, he got knocked out. Like, y'all, like,
Yeah.
he got
He
knocked
lost that
out to
fight,
his
too.
fucking knees, bro. He's been
Yeah.
going L after L, and
So-
y'all are still calling him top G.
So like again, this is probably going to be addressed at a lot of maybe adolescent younger boys who might still be living with a parent, might be building their reputation or getting into that social media world and seeing niggas like that. Where does this character who got kicked out fall on this spectrum of, I guess, fuck on the internet? Was it deserving in your mind, or was it
No, I mean, no,
crazy.
he literally got beat up. Like,
really?
on stream. Wait, do we have a video?
Yeah,
It was
we
like a
got- we
physical
got-
altercation with his
watch-
mama?
Let's watch the video.
Watch this video.
Well, be prepared for the police to come put you out there. So you don't think your stupid ass have to get out. You're 18, dummy. You don't have to live in my house. Great, but I'm letting you know because you're getting out at 6 o'clock tomorrow. When I wake up, you get your ass up and you're getting out.
He on live all this happening?
15,000 people.
You're not finna keep blatantly disrespecting me. I told you to lay down.
He's 18 years old.
This is what
That's
you
the
do
blatant
every other time. You try to act like you don't break rules, but you do this every other time. I walk past the room and I'm like, why is the light still on? I'm exercising. Well, you should have been did that. It's bedtime.
You can't have a light on.
You can't do shit.
This is not rules, by the way. It's not boundaries.
It's not rules. It's control.
It's violation of boundaries.
Lay your ass down.
Why are you saying like that? I'm not a little kid. You don't have to keep saying
Okay,
lay down.
that's what I'm saying.
You see me in the bed.
Okay.
I want to lay down.
Okay.
You don't have to keep baby.
You arguing with laying down?
Well, we're gonna see how much baby it is once I help you pack your shit because you're leaving in the morning. Alright, I told you to lay down, so you don't have to lay down. Lay down.
Please do not.
Lay down.
Please do not hit me.
Lay down.
Please get my stuff.
Lay down.
A dog.
Lay down.
Exactly like you.
Lay down.
Get my stuff. Just please get my stuff.
No, lay down.
Niggas trying to defuse.
Keep in mind, there's a camera on his desk. She put a camera in his room.
You're not gonna keep blatantly disrespecting me and think you stand in
What
this
does she
house.
even do?
You bring absolutely no value to this house. You barely clean up this room. You only take out the trash when I say that it needs to be taken out. You don't do anything. Literally not. So lay down.
All this shit built
Still
up
lay
frustration. You was doing this.
Yeah.
You should have did that hours ago. You've been in.
All right, you can pause it right now. So basically, what happened, right? He's streaming. This other dude named Stable Ronaldo, he's a big ass streamer. He was just looking through the Twitch homepage to see who he's gonna raid before he gets the fuck off. He sees this dude, Nitro Camden. I guess at the time he was like working out or doing something. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna raid this dude. He raids him with 15,000 people.
Sends the viewers over to his live stream.
Obviously, this dude not being like a big streamer, he's just starting out or whatever. He's freaking out. He's going crazy. 15,000 motherfuckers in there. He's probably yelling, jumping around, doing whatever. That's when his mom comes in and is like, yo, turn this shit. Keep in mind, that is his birthday at that time.
Oh.
And she sends him a card talking about, oh, you're 18, you got to get out now.
Wow. That was the birthday present.
That was the birthday present, to get out.
18 year old. Oh, okay. Matt's showing me the video of her. Why are you like, is she a police officer? Why do you have the nigga arm behind his back?
Apparently, she works at the school that he goes to.
Oh, wow. Oh, so your job's lost too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried.
Just beating the shit out the
So after that situation,
fully just hitting
another streamer by the name of Senna, it was a whole big ass like thing where Senna and a whole bunch of other people started donating him money so he can get the fuck out of that crib.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, what?
That's what she said, ain't it?
Yeah, you talking about he has no value as an 8. In the clip too, he's like, yo, this is my passion. Like, I'm trying to do this. This is the only like time I have. Like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Then in the middle of it, she like sauce nigga and like grabs his face and kisses him. And yeah.
That's what that was?
Yeah, that's what that just was. Yeah. It's
what?
After she just beat the shit out, like, yeah, was smacking him on stream and shit like that.
Trying to make.
Yeah, this is OG. This is mama.
This is OG.
This is the thing.
It was so triggering watching it.
No, it was
very
like,
triggering.
The reason why, the reason why I didn't go into context is also because I thought we had like the video. I forgot we didn't want to put the video of him actually hitting.
Mm.
It was so triggering watching the video of this woman smacking her son on live with 15,000 people watching.
Again, so this is the thing. There's so many fucking conversations that can be had with just this alone. But I immediately think about this broader thing of, like you say, he was trying to express that it was like his passions and nigga wants to be a streamer. And it's like, how there's a set thing that you're supposed to be doing as a man, as a young man, I guess societally expected. And no one knows what that thing is. No one truthfully understands what that thing is, but everyone feels like they know what that thing is. And they know that when you see someone stepping outside of that, it makes you feel weird. So your 18-year-old son is in the house and he is doing something that can very well turn into a career.
Yep.
Salary-wise, you see Kai Cenats, they don't just happen because someone picked Kai Cenat. It's because there's a bunch of people who are streaming. Everybody's trying to get that attention. Everybody's trying to, because at the reward is everyone can be taken care of. I don't know why in this society we decided that cutoff is like 18, that we decide that you must now begin fulfilling the roles that we've made up that men are supposed to be in.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can be doing this, working towards a career, and she said, what, you provide no value to this house.
No value.
Not only, and mind you, a lot of that frustration I can see with what she was mentioning was based on like the chores, the menial stuff around the house, stuff that gets built up when niggas aren't doing them or got to repeat yourself. And it's got to that point where now it comes out, and what it comes out as is you're worthless. getting valuable. You got to get out of my house at 18. You got to XYZ. If
At
you
18.
kick the nigga out at 18. What we learned?
He's still in high school. He said he was still in high school at the time too.
Kick the nigga out at 18. What we learned? It's a customary practice. It's literally like known as like it's 18. Get the fuck out of my house. Kick the nigga, especially in this economy. This is what happens when you live by someone else's common wisdom as opposed to what the practical thing is on the ground. What the fuck is happening here? This little kid needs an opportunity to do something. Chances are, try doing other things. Like people look at his children or younger teens as though they're like completely like without agency. There's intention behind what he's doing. And I get it can be disruptive at time in a household, but like you're doing this and embarrassing the nigga in front of 15,000 people and hitting the nigga. Your job on the line, XYZ, because what? You're frustrated, upset with the nigga, and you give him as your birthdays, kick him out the house. What does that create? What does that create for black men? What cycle does that do?
Yeah, exactly. So then after that situation, right? He says that like now his OG was trying to get a restraining order on him because supposedly he put his hands on her, and in the video he never fucking touched her at all.
I mean, the whole thing was live, so.
And then she was like, "Oh, you're trying to ruin my life," and he's trying to ruin your life.
Yeah, it's a script. It's
a script. It's the script, bro.
I'm not gonna move the screen share too.
Wolf Omega with the Pete Dirty with the Shark with the sub. Cheese with the sub.
This is the second time you have attempted to ruin my entire life that I have worked so very hard for.
They're telling me she's trying to file a restraining order on me. So I said, yeah, that's what she said. And they said they're trying to kick me. They trying to flip it on me. I specifically said, don't come in the camera. Did I or did I not, guy? Did I or did I not? Bro, talking about I'm the one that did this. This my fault and some other shit. I'm about to just go, bro.
Yeah.
W parenting, I guess.
I guess, bro. Then you walk in the room and then you see your child hanging. Then you wonder why.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did
Wow,
this happen?
I can't believe he killed himself. Wow. Guys.
I just didn't know what he was going through.
Just never
He
knew.
did know.
I tried.
One thing I will say, like, bro, it is great that everybody came together and got this man a bunch of money to like live on his own and stuff.
Yeah, support it.
But I do recommend for that nigga to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Because after this dies down and you're in that room by yourself, bro, you're going to think about this.
I said that shit yesterday on Sham. I said as much as it is like I'm happy you got out that situation and shit, it's also like I pray he don't become one of them niggas.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bro, you around them niggas like Ron. It's like them types of niggas, and I know he's doing the shit with Agent. Happy for dude. Like that shit is dope. At the same time, bro, you don't want people to just go
dictate your
like
path.
this is not a clout situation.
Yeah.
The reality of what happened was like, no, you got abused on stream by your mama. Verbal and physical abuse. And the real world implications of that still apply. Regardless of how much money you get, regardless of how many people in your chat, regardless of how many friends you have right now because you're lit. In the next month, we're going to see how that shit rock. And it's not me saying, oh, you're going to be shitty in the next month. No, I'm being honest with you. When your name dies out the media, none of them people are going to be around you like that. This video has created a pathway, and now you take that and you run with it. You run with it by being your authentic self and doing the things that you want to do, making the impact that you want to make, but also getting yourself the help that you need. If you decide to take this as just a clout thing and go, nigga, your name gonna be in the media now one day, bro.
Forge your own path.
Straight up.
Please
Forge your own path, bro. Have your own head on your shoulders. He obviously was smart enough to not put his hands on his mama while that stream was on. Or push her or anything. So good. You tried to de-escalate the situation. You did what you need to do as a man. Get the fuck out. Now stack your bread and make sure it's permanent. And that's all you can do. Real life.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Getting your mental right. Cause yeah, that's inexcusable. Wishing for the best, of course. That's just fucked. It's really fucked. And it sucks and it's disheartening to see that because you can relate to the feeling of, even if it wasn't like overtly shit like that, coming from even like just younger, just like black households in general, we've each had different interactions with punishment, with corporal punishment, with all types of shit, and there's always discourse about what's abuse and who's gonna whoop your kids and XYZ. I always like think about it like it all stems from this thing. Like you need to start seeing your kids as full humans.
Yeah.
When people say that children are oppressed, and they'll be like, well, what, because you don't have sure you wouldn't want a 9-year-old in the office. So certain rules, of course, nobody's fucking saying that. The thing is the mentalities that come along with young people. When there's a little kid around a family and you make them give you a hug, even though they don't want to. Like, what does that do? Shit like that, respecting the actual human boundaries of people who happen to be your children, is something that is so not like niggas dress it up and be like, oh, that's gentle parenting. Nigga, they'll find you doing shit like that when you don't respect your child as a full human. But let's talk about some, I guess it is better news, but it is still comes with its, how these things tend to operate. With the celebratory thing being Angie Nixon and her recent victory in Florida in the Senate primary. So I've been tracking this because you want to know what's so funny about, I think the thing about Angie Nixon is the reason why I rock with her is because I feel like even more than Zohran Mamdani and even more than Abdul El Sayed, she is just saying what it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, like, in my mind, I've always thought about, like, that. Like, obviously, you got to do the politics, you got to do the whatever it is. But, like, anytime I can tell that somebody is just saying what they mean, being authentic with it, it's like you really realize how much of politics is, like, the measure of how good of a politician you are is, like, how well you can do this dance.
Yeah.
We got to constantly lie about 16 things at the same time, but tell like half truths. And it's like, she's not doing that. And it's making the media very, very angry. Yeah. Because she is not going for the bullshit.
Yeah.
I want to first begin.
And she's getting results from it.
Yeah.
She won.
I want to first begin with, so after, let's talk about the Republicans. So, they happened to pull off, well, they had the elections the same day. And they had their Senate nominee who didn't really run against anybody. I think her name Ashley Moody or some shit. She was, like I said before, she was appointed after DeSantis, after Marco Rubio stopped being senator and went to join the Trump administration. So that happened, but the other thing that happened was there was a governor's race. The governor's race is happening too. There was a victor in the Republican primary for the governor's race, and it was just funny. I wanted to mention it because this is Republican, Florida being a red state is just how we talk about it. Angie will say it's not. It's just, disinvested in and XYZ, and that's true in my opinion. But the problem with the Republicans' party control over any state, and the state of Florida in particular, is that like it's literally like the upside down. The shit that I be hearing these people, like the fact that niggas are qualified or being considered for public office is insane. We saw that in the primary. There was 3 niggas. One of them was Byron Donalds, who's a black man. I've been seeing him for years because he's been making the rounds as like
the one Stephen A. was like.
Oh yeah, he was like, Byron Donalds could make me a Republican. That's what Stephen A. had ended up saying about him. He was, I think he was a congressperson from Florida, but he ran for governor for the nomination on the Republican side. He actually did win, and which is like marks the first time in a minute that the Republicans voted for a black person on a wide scale. But he won. One of the 2 other people who was running against was literally just a Nazi. He was like a groiper. His name was James Fishback. I think Nick Fuentes and them backed him. Asmongold and them backed him. He tried to make a point about how Byron Donalds is beholden to AIPAC and corporate donors because he's trying to imitate the rhetoric of the left, which is what the Nazis did in Nazi Germany. Yeah. National Socialist German Workers Party.
He was a dude that tried to make that OnlyFans tax that we talked about.
Yeah, he did try to do the OnlyFans tax to pay for schools. yeah. And then he also
Jeff Nem.
Yeah, no, not that, no. And then he also called Byron Donalds a slave. He was like, "You're a slave to these." Da, da, da. And then he got controversial where he's like, "There's nothing racist about it." Like that's their type of thing. They're just
about calling the black man a slave.
Let's look at meanwhile the Republicans clip. This is them talking about these candidates.
Project that Byron Donalds, a MAGA acolyte of Donald Trump,
he's endorsed by Donald
will
Trump.
be the Republican gubernatorial nominee in the state of Florida. He will face off against David Jolly, the former Republican congressman who left the GOP after Trump's election.
That's the Democratic
At the top
nominee.
of the marquee race tonight is the race to replace the state's term-limited Governor Ron DeSantis. That is the race. Crucially, DeSantis, he did not endorse in the Republican primary. But as we are watching here, these results come in, Byron Donalds efficiently pulling off a sizable margin of victory over the likes of this candidate, James Fishback, somebody who was a controversial figure within the Republican Party. There was speculation at one time that DeSantis' wife would run for office. That never actually came to fruition. But with the AP projecting that Byron Donalds has won the Republican gubernatorial race here in Florida for a general election that is going to be about 2.5 months in the making here. He did receive the endorsement of Donald Trump. He is somebody who was once floated as a potential Speaker of the House. He's also an election denier who voted to overturn and object to the 2020 election results, one of his first major actions upon entering Congress in 2021. He faced a crowded Republican field, including James Fishback. We could spend a long time tonight about the offensive racist comments he's made during this primary campaign, including calling Donalds, who would be Florida's first black governor, quote, a slave to donors and a DEI Republican. Despite those appeals to MAGA identity politics, he didn't win the nomination. But we wanted to
Can we pause? Yeah, the share of his votes. He ended up getting like 10%, which is still 100,000 people in Florida that voted for like an open Nazi.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Byron Donalds,
he's running for governor.
He's running for governor. I just found
if Byron Donalds wins governor of Florida, we got to blow the whole fucking state.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
We got to evacuate every black person and blow the whole fucking state.
I just found out that he was charged with marijuana possession, but the charges were dropped. Let's find
who.
Byron Donalds. So let's see if that sits well with the Republican base.
No. There are people in Florida that are literally like Byron Donalds and the Democrat are basically the same person. But a lot of the Republican people that voted for Byron Donalds are saying we're just gonna vote for the
David Jolly,
for the Democrat nigga because he's black.
Wait, who's the governor running against? The Democratic governor?
No, the current governor's Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
The two candidates are going to be David Jolly, who's the Democrat, and Byron Donalds.
Oh, so David Jolly's the Democrat.
The Democrat.
Yeah.
We're going to get to him in a second.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to him
either way.
But so just as more of what Byron Donalds, Byron Donalds is the nigga who they've been wheeling out to deflect from all the anti-black claims of the Republican Party, even though they don't even really do that as much nowadays. The king sucker of Donald Trump. In January 2021, he voted to object to the certification of electors from Arizona and Pennsylvania in the 2020 election, saying that Trump actually won and that Biden didn't win.
Jesus Christ.
This entire time, they've been like posturing themselves. A lot of these people like completely voided their morals after January 6th when, it was an attempted coup on the government. Jake Lang was in that, by the way.
It's all interconnected.
Yeah. This is the Republican side. Obviously, he's heavily pro data center. He's heavily pro Byron Donalds. I don't know if I should have put the clip in of him talking, but he gave like a speech when he won his primary. He was like, yes, we're not apologizing for backing our police. We're not apologizing for building the data centers. We're not apologizing. Like he's going.
He can make me a Republican, man.
That's what Stephen A. said. He wonders why he got the fucking thumbs down award from that.
Yes. This person who denied the results of the election.
Victim on that is like fucking crazy.
We're not apologizing about the data centers that are actively killing the environment and going to make it so that we can't live on this earth.
In a political outreach event in June 2024, Donalds opined as follows about the Jim Crow era.
What? Say that again?
He said this about the Jim Crow era in 2024.
Oh.
You see, during Jim Crow, the black family was together.
Oh, he's one of them niggas.
During Jim Crow, more black people were not just conservative. Black people have always been conservative-minded. But more black people voted conservatively. And then you go Lyndon Johnson, then you go down that road, and now we are where we are.
Down that road.
Down that road.
Fucking nothing. You know,
It's not the
black families was good during Jim Crow. Then you go Lyndon Johnson. Down that road.
What's the road? What's the road?
That's why you dumbass niggas are sitting there. There are dumbass in Florida that are sitting there voting for this. Cubans voted for this. They don't know what the fuck he just said.
No, they don't know their history about
Johnson. They don't know none of that shit.
Nope.
That's you can get away with saying shit like that as a Republican, being like, no, Jim Crow, we was good.
Yep.
Lyndon. It happened.
Candace popularized.
And none of them takes out their phone and look up what's the road he's talking about. Nothing.
Candace almost popularized that talking point too about how the black family was together during Jim Crow.
We were better segregated.
The black family was together, forced to be together because we were coming off the plantation. And then also having racist laws that made it bad so that niggas couldn't go outside.
We're talking what? We're talking what? A maximum 15 years away from like literal KKK niggas walking down the street and vibing.
Yes.
And I wonder, what disrupted the black family? What happened in that road?
Was it the systemic poverty and then the crime that came from that poverty that came after they let us off the plantation?
The niggas,
and then they sent the cops in with drugs and everything.
Yeah.
Because of that poverty and because of that crime.
The block busting, the redlining.
Let me drop these care package off in this black community. Also, let me run trains and mysteriously make them break down in the community.
Yep.
Oh.
They talk about...
And then arrest everybody. They
talk about Tulsa. When they burnt down Tulsa and everything. You don't talk about how Tulsa rebuilt.
Yep, they did.
And then they fucking tore it apart with public policy and redlining and this event. So this narrative is just a
fucking Dan Ryan through his shit. Like,
yes.
Then this bunch of highways.
This narrative is created and touted by black Republicans, really by white men who put a black person on a public stick to put you out there.
Jonathan.
They parrot that because it disregards all the past racism and the current racism of the Republican Party. Cool. He's cut from a particular cloth. We know how he get down.
Shitty as fuck.
I don't have confidence that he'll win because of because he has this is the one time a Trump endorsement this cycle has actually worked. He's been endorsing. One of the famous instances recently was when he endorsed a black person. I don't remember if it was in Texas or if it was some other state. His name must have been like Amir Muhammad. And there was some white nigga with a basic name in the race.
Picture.
No profile picture in the race because he dropped out early. And he was like, I don't want to do this. He endorsed someone else. Cool. So Trump endorsed the black. Everyone else in the race is pretty much gone. The black lost the race, and he lost by a landslide because Trump supporters couldn't be bothered to vote for a nigga named Amir Muhammad on the ballot. They voted for the other nigga, and now the other
name was like Jonathan something. It was the most basic default white name you could have.
Nigga not racist.
They not racist.
They're not racist.
Why's everything about race?
It's not about race. It's about just conservatism. Keeping sure the kids is good and shit.
Yep. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. No. It was Amir Hassan is his name. So and he lost to a nigga named Thomas J. Smith.
Oh yeah.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Smith. I'm safe. So
hey, keep in mind this Trump.
This
was
the sitting president, mind you. Imagine Barack Obama came out and endorsed some white nigga, and then like black people voted against the nigga because they were like, I just don't trust the nigga.
That's genuinely hate.
This is the sitting president's endorsement. They voted for. Not even in the race.
Mind shit.
So is Byron Donalds gonna win Florida? We don't know.
Yeah.
And also because
I will vote.
Also because David Jolly. We're gonna talk about the I will vote. David Jolly is the nigga.
Let you get close.
David Jolly is the nigga who he's running against. Who's a Democrat. Who used to be a Republican. He was a Republican.
Used to be.
Yes.
Like they're fucked.
He was a Republican up until 2025.
Blow the whole part.
He left in around like 2018 because I think it was after the second Trump administration. Then he became an independent until 2022 or something, and then he transitioned to the Democratic Party in 2025. And now he's running, and he just won the primary to become the governor. They asked him about Angie Nixon. They asked him about capitalism, They asked him about a bunch of things, and they'll give this excuse of, "Oh, I'm a Florida Democrat," which just means that I can be a Republican in
blue.
Yeah.
Because you have that one nigga, Jared Moskowitz, running around being like, "I'm a DeSantis Democrat." You're willfully touting the endorsement of the Republican governor of Florida who was banning black books and who had Klansmen outside of Disney World supporting him.
Yeah.
Literally.
So this is what we mean when we talk about centrism, this idea of centrism and what the center is actually on. Let's hear, let's take a look at David Jolly's answer. Let's look at the one on capitalism.
I reject socialism. I reject the DSA. I'm a capitalist, and I believe the greatest amount of economic opportunity comes through freedom. And I understand, listen, I'm somebody, a former Republican, and if Cuba is your heritage, I believe the Cuban regime should fall. But I understand we don't have a monolithic immigrant group down here, whether you're Venezuelan, Central American, wherever you might come from. I grew up in a church that celebrated all faiths and all walks of life and all heritages and people regardless of where they were born. Because we are a capitalist country and a capitalist economy, Florida is going to commit to capitalism. I am a capitalist and I reject socialism.
Hey, whoever told this nigga to answer these questions like this?
No, that's like script shit.
You're like speedrun. Okay.
They keep talking about the economy.
No.
They keep
You know what's funny? They talk about the economy as if like we are not where we are right now.
Like nothing.
Look around, open your eyes.
Like
he said
something that's like
capitalism?
something. I am a This is whether you're a capitalist because somebody or one of your staffers told you to definitely not say anything good about socialism, or you're a capitalist because you actually like some of the policies or like XYZ capitalistic economic models. Sure. It's like if I go to my economic teacher right now and I say, "Hey, how you feel about our economy right now?" And he looked at me and was like, "It's great.
It provides the most amount of upward mobility for most people because freedom."
You're literally dead ass just lying.
You're just lying to me.
Capitalism has gotten so bad to the point you can't eat food in your local grocery.
Like what are you
centrist of where? What center is this political ideology representing? They say, "Oh, because he's in Florida, he just gotta give the answer of throwing up the capitalism flag." First of all, no one is winning or losing elections on being a capitalist or being a socialist. That's not
technically Mom Donnie is.
No, I mean, no, he's winning it being that because of how it manifested in his campaign. But he's not campaigning as, "I'm the socialist. We're taking over the American ideology with socialism."
Yeah, literally.
Because no one's doing that because we all have to operate in this frame where if you even stray close to that, what do? They just talk about socialism, capitalism, communism. We're not even talking about the issues anymore.
Start saying shit.
We're just throwing out buzzwords. Why is he so fucking it's like they're threatening his life or some shit. "I'm a capitalist. Florida's going to commit to capitalism. We're going to commit." And your voter base, one that you share with Angie Nixon, doesn't mind other things other than capitalism. And in fact, probably would never say the words, "We're going to commit to it." Because when we have the highfalutin conversation about the words, we're not talking about, he said, "'cause freedom." Capitalism provides the most upwards mobility. There are governments that existed. China they have capitalism in their government, of course, but China is not a capitalistic government in the same way that America's is. Their private billionaires and their oligarchs that they do have all make their money literally almost expressly at the direction of the state when it comes to how they're partnered. Like when like the electric cars, and how that industry is heavily subsidized so that people in China can buy those cars at like $29K and it has better tech than a Tesla Model X who's $100K.
Yeah.
Here. Our American automakers marvel at how China has all those things, and we can't buy those cars.
But you know what's so crazy? You know what disrupts all that logic? Communism.
Communism.
Don't worry about that. That communist shit, shut the fuck up.
I'm a capitalist. So don't doubt where capitalism has faltered, and we could be doing a lot more.
And
because
like that
I'm
shit,
scared of that word. And don't you realize the Cubans, the brown people, it didn't work for them.
That shit will disrupt, and you can't even see examples to where like you don't have
the same Cubans that voted for fucking Trump and then got deported. Like
the same Cubans who's fishermen and Venezuelan fishermen and shit who we've been bombing wantonly. We get in this broad conversation about because there's a heavy Cuban population in Florida, and they're gonna be scared of the word socialist. I'm gonna get to when they asked. I'm gonna get to when they asked Angie a similar thing with a similar framing. But the problem is, like, okay, there are people of all demographics who have different interpretations of the histories. Where we say the Cuban regime should fall because they were doing war crimes, as we are committing a genocide in fucking Palestine right now. Other people will see. During the time, because, you know, America's right next to Cuba, there were a lot of American business owners, a lot of American oligarchs tied with American interests who were also trying to bring down Cuba from the inside, being the only socialist/communist experiment on our shores and on the shores of Florida. So when their government did things like kicking out American corporations and kicking out Americans in that regard, yeah, that created a lot of people who probably fled here. What happened after that? They maintained, 90% healthcare rate? They still, like health outcomes when it comes to people being coverage and their doctors. They were providing doctors all across the world to countries that we were ideologically opposed to during like the Cold War and all types of stuff. So it's like, we've now been placing them under embargo and been strangling their economy.
Yeah.
So
and then you're going to tell us it don't work.
So to paint this narrative as solely Cubans ran away from Cuba because socialism bad, dictatorship there, when not incorporating the fact that, like, oh yeah, our capitalists were also trying to bring down their shit. So they took other measures that probably we wouldn't take because they were being threatened by a world superpower.
The question,
and yes, violations of rights took place within that. And so do they in the United States of America. So at what point do we actually have the conversation and stop trying to scapegoat? Well, brown people here might be uncomfortable with it, so we're not going to talk about it. Well, black people here might be uncomfortable with it, so we're not going to talk about it.
My question to those people who think that shit or the Cubans or anybody that hears socialism is like, well, it doesn't work. What doesn't work?
The dictatorship doesn't work.
What doesn't
work? Who's speed running to dictatorship?
If niggas are saying, if I'm telling you I want to use socialist policy to get you more money in your pocket, get money out of politics, get Medicare for all, get XYZ, and you tell me, no, that doesn't work. What doesn't work? Helping people doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it in capitalism then. All right, sure. Maybe the socialist policy doesn't work. How does capitalism help what is it? Not ever going. What is it?
What?
The everyday. How does capitalism help the everyday person keep food on the table, Medicare, or have health care? How does it help it? You're gonna show me a bunch of policies where niggas are to this day getting denied every single day.
Yeah,
You're gonna show me a bunch of food recalls. You're gonna show me a $7.25 federal minimum wage.
And you're gonna show me a $7.25 gas price.
Like what? And you're gonna show me a $7.25 gas. So what are we talking about here? We get so lost in these fuck ass words that y'all bitch ass niggas don't understand no way. What? Not the Republicans, not the Cubans. Y'all don't understand these words anyways. I don't even understand half of the shit.
Because they've been used as propaganda.
So
to convince you that policies that you might support that help you and don't help the oligarchy is actually a threat to you. When your oligarch is doing the same thing that they told you the Cuban dictators were doing. My problem is, like you said, what policy? You show me the healthcare plan under the capitalism compromise.
Show it to me.
It was the ACA. It was the Affordable Care Act. The ones that they've been gutting and the ones that Ashley Moody, the white woman who Angie's running against, voted to cut. You out here, I'm a Florida Democrat. Let me kowtow halfway to the Republicans and be a centrist. They hate you. They saw your capitalism compromise for your healthcare and raised you a go fuck yourself. We don't want this black man to have a legacy accomplishment. Fuck that. We're going to take the task and get millions of people off. 300,000 people, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if just in Florida or nationwide, fell off of the ACA subsidies after Trump passed the last big bullshit ass bill. So is capitalism really doing all the... Why can't we even talk about another one? This is where the question really begins to get asked. Because why does everybody hate socialism so much? Why does everybody hate socialism? After we do this little like history lesson, we're going to play... with when Angie is on getting asked about it, but like it's so weird to me how like these news outlets have been taking an openly like adversarial stance against her, even more so than, even though I think she has like much more charm than like a Zoran or even like or an Abdul, But like, she be getting cut off in like a lot of these interviews, and they can't stop talking about the socialism thing. DSA, why are you with DSA, XYZ? Actually, we might as well just play Kirsten Welker, who is anchor on MSNBC. She had Angie Nixon on, and like, this is a long clip, so we probably won't watch the full thing, but she can't get past the socialism thing. Let's just let her go.
I want to play some of what your opponent, Senator Ashley Moody, has said about your campaign and get your response on the other side. Take a look.
My opponent will be a self-proclaimed socialist that proudly signed up and joined the Democratic Socialists of America. Angie Nixon, who will be my opponent in November, and her comrades want to destroy this country and everything that it is built on.
Some strong words there. How do you respond?
You know, when people's voice start getting squeaky and really high pitched, usually they're lying. And Ashley Moody knows that I'm not a socialist. I joined the DSA because I believe in them in regards to fighting for adequate public housing, as well as fighting for quality health care, as well as making sure that we are getting our veterans off the street, taking big money out of politics, right? The Democratic Party is a big tent. It is a big tent, and it's an everybody party. We have folks on the left, on the right, to the middle of the party, and I'm super excited to be on a ticket with someone like David Jolly, with someone like JJR, because we bring different things, and that's what folks, but at the end of the day, what folks want, as I stated earlier, is they are tired of the status quo. Ashley Moody is someone who decided to use $10 million that was supposed to be directed at the most medically needy kids in our state. She allowed that to be diverted to defeat 2 citizen-led ballot initiatives, which would have helped improve our health for Floridians here in the state. She also decided to increase, she voted against the ACA subsidies, which basically knocked off over 300,000 people off the ACA rolls. So our private insurance went up, as well as those folks who lost their insurance. She doesn't care about anyone but looking out for her billionaire friends.
Let me ask you, because you did join the DSA, and I think people and voters have questions about where you stand as it relates to the DSA platform. So let's go through a few of the issues that they stand for. The DSA calls for abolishing the Senate, the office that you are running for. Do you support abolishing the Senate?
I support, no, I don't. Not at this, no, I don't support that.
Not at all. Okay. Well, let's go through a couple more. The DSA platform also calls for defunding the Pentagon and lifting sanctions on Iran. Do you support defunding the Pentagon or lifting sanctions on Iran?
Please say yes.
I think we need to make sure that we are looking at the Department of Defense budget with a fine-tooth comb. They are the only agency or department that has failed an audit. And so I want to make sure that we're spending our money wisely. Right now, we are in a very expensive war in Iran, which has caused some of our military men and women to lose their lives. And it has also caused Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of Donald Trump, to get richer, and many of their campaign donors who are defense contractors to get richer. People are frustrated at that.
But would you go so far as actually supporting defunding the military?
Yes.
Defunding the military.
I think we need to figure out what we're going to use our funding on, right?
So you don't rule that out?
I don't believe in funding. I don't believe in defunding anything. I think we need to make sure that we are scrutinizing them, and we need to make sure we're spending money the right way. What I do want to make sure we're doing, we need to make sure we're fully funding public education. We need to make sure that we are fully funding Medicare and providing universal health care for people, because people shouldn't be going bankrupt simply because they go to the doctor. We also need to make sure that we're providing things like universal child care. And how do we do this? Well, we repeal that big BS bill because it wasn't beautiful, the one that Donald Trump pushed, and we make these billionaires pay what they owe. We also close these corporate tax loopholes. The fact remains that over 88 companies last year made over $105 billion, and they paid absolutely nothing in federal taxes. I've been talking to people, and it was a woman who told me she made $55,000 last year, and she's on a payment plan with the IRS.
Not a single skip.
So it sounds like you do want to make big changes to how the military is funded. Would that run?
Jesus. Can we pause it?
Please.
Would that run the risk of making the United States vulnerable? She went from the Pentagon should need to pass an audit so we know how much money is going into our military, to, but are you going to get us attacked by these terrorists around the world? Because they have an agenda to put. We're not even engaging with what she's saying. She's literally giving you answer after answer after answer. And that's the reason why she focused so heavy on the defunding the military. It's because she's trying to paint her as somebody who wants to get Americans killed when she actually wants to get you health care. Why would they do that?
She literally just said her opponent cut off funding for literal children. And your response is, What do you think?
What about this
abolishing?
DSA, man?
Like, do you
What about abolishing the Senate? The pressing issue of today.
No shame. And you literally are on here reading off that script, shameless. Not an ounce.
Would you be surprised if I told you that NBC has ties to the Israel lobby?
No,
and
not even a little bit. Because that's always they control Israel and America. That hand-in-hand partnership controls 99.9% of American media, mainstream media.
NBC and the Israel lobby by Philip Weiss. Well, it says yesterday I did a shock post about the fact that Ed Randall, the telegenic former governor of Pennsylvania, and favorite of Chris Matthews and MSNBC. Wait, what happened?
I don't know if this is, you know, Sean Grayson, right?
No, I think
the dude that who shot and killed Sonia Massey.
Oh yeah.
He's
dead.
Died? Yeah.
Oh, did he? Yeah, they said he was terminally ill. Fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga. Smoking on.
It says, yeah, Chris Matthews and them of MSNBC, they did a fundraiser for the Israeli army in Philadelphia. It says David Cohen. There's a lot of names here, but David Cohen is a political guru, and he's the executive vice president of Comcast, the company that bought NBC and MSNBC in 2009. God. Not surprisingly, David Cohen was also close with Barack Obama, raising $1.2 million for him as well. He is pro-Israel. He's the former vice chair of the Jewish Federations of Philadelphia, a pro-Israel organization. And the problem with this is when you start talking about centrism and where the center of American political discourse lies, and these corporate news outlets are supposed to be like objective.
Yeah,
can't be objective when you're defending like a white supremacist, or a supremacist ideology, one that upholds things like Israel and the creation of that state. And the reason why I say that, and I'm definite about it, is because like this idea that Zionism, meaning at all defense, we need to make Israel a Jewish state, and that means to the exclusion of other people in practice, which is happening in Palestine. That ideology in it of itself is going to put one group supreme to another group. And when I'm then hearing all your political analysis come from this lens, and again, Zionism being considered even like racism is a thing that like I saw someone got like flack for wearing a shirt, or they got like fired or some shit for wearing a shirt that said that. And it's like, that was a position at the UN. In the 70s, they passed a resolution condemning the ideology of Zionism as racism. It was agreed to by a lot of African nations, by a lot of the Arabic nations. It was made a big stink about in 1970. It was 1975 in America and in Israel, of course, and then like some of the European states, because this resolution came about at the same time as they were dealing with apartheid South Africa. Israel, apartheid South Africa, and a couple other countries were working together, and the UN came together and was like, yeah, as a whole, like we see what this is creating. We see the apartheid system in South Africa. We see what's happening in Gaza. Like, at the end of the day, we need to come out against forms of supremacy, racism, XYZ. So they condemned like Nazism, they condemned Zionism, XYZ. It got overturned like 10 years later. And in that 10 years, Israel didn't even bother fighting the point of Zionism being racist, because they would have to start talking about creating a Palestinian state, which they didn't want to do. So like this at this point was a narrative not only that has been accepted on a global scale everywhere besides here, but as soon as the resolution did pass back in the 70s, and then it came to the 90s when they were trying to form it, who was leading the arguments? George H.W. Bush and all the most racist fucking worst nigga. So like, yes, we've been on the wrong side of this matter for a very fucking long time. And the fact that our objective news gets to literally like Cape defend that, which is a supremacist set of ideology in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then cape to left-wing political people and black and brown people and people who don't have money about how this person, Angie Nixon, is actually your threat. You're not even letting her speak.
How can you even say that now?
You can see the forces aligning against her because she does pose a threat to both the right and the quote-unquote center of the American political discourse of the Democratic Party. But that center is so far to the fucking right that someone saying basic shit like our military should be able to pass an audit gets them painted as radical. You want to get us all killed.
Like when she was speaking,
no one
I don't want
actually agrees
veterans
with
to
her.
lay on the street. I don't want veterans to eat slop.
Veterans who served the country.
Who served this country. For this country to put you in wars, one you didn't need to be in, you didn't want to go to, had no benefit, you lost your fucking legs living on the street. You got someone advocating for your life. You're radical. And we'll be like, she's the problem.
Anti-American.
That's crazy.
That is utter insanity.
He was trying to explain.
Utter insanity,
hear her the
bro.
entire time trying to cut her off. Like,
so
bro,
understand when you. I'm sorry, JJ. Understand when you are watching something like this and you have a person who is advocating for your rights and every American person's rights, and you have a person like that sitting. So, what do you think about abolishing the Senate?
Mind you,
what do you think about abolishing that?
It's all tested up in these newsrooms to find the things that test quote unquote unpopular with a focus group of 45 white people that they didn't sample the country for. And then they go out and they just say the line. They want to take advantage of black and brown people who might not know what socialism is in Florida and just keep screaming the word as opposed to talking about what the real differences are.
You don't, you start off with just that abolish word. You're just word vomiting to spread the propaganda because you understand it's like, I'm going to tell, like a motherfucker who don't know about the DSA. I'm going to be like, yeah, let me say abolish the Senate so this motherfucker can go off and you want to, whoa, they're trying to destroy our government? Hold on, whoa.
Yes, and you want to know what we're literally doing?
Actively destroying the
And you know what we're literally doing? We all learned about the Founding Fathers. And we have an amendment system in our Constitution, so we keep writing things, as time develops. They're frying these niggas for thinking like how John Jay and Alexander Hamilton and shit were. What? That's radical? To think that, okay, the Senate was based off of something with not as good proportion, so maybe we just do the proportion representation as opposed to... That's what the position is. But they say you're a radical who wants to destroy the government.
Yeah. If we go off that... The Senate is based off of.
Yes.
The fact that every single state gets 2 fucking Senate motherfuckers, even though Montana got no fucking people in it compared to California. Why
when
the
we
fuck
talk
do they
about
have the
this
same representation?
When we talk about this radical shit, if we're going off that logic, every single nigga in the federal government is radical. They're so radical that we've never even seen this shit.
Yes, but
pedophilia, and we got niggas destroying every single amendment.
Right-wing radicalism is more okay with the right and with the center, David Jolly, than even the slightly most progressive person. And what that says in practice to your average American is, oh, you get to live and you have your nice sensibilities. What that actually means in practice, though, is bombs gonna keep falling on people that it doesn't have to fall on.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep caping for shit that would be indefensible if we didn't make ourselves the main character of every single situation. So that's the real fight that's happening in Florida, is someone who's saying what it is up against literally white supremacy itself. Her saying that we should respect human rights abroad is literally an affront to the established order that says, how dare you even call Zionism racism? How dare you even Joe Biden was like, we should just be honest. Like, if there wasn't an Israel, we'd create one. What does that mean? That means you got to go into someone else's homeland, dictate and edict to them what their formation will be, give them the weapons to create a goddamn genocide, and then look 30 years down the road, 40 years down the road after we didn't condemn Zionism and be like, oh, well, we're going to keep dancing around this. Everyone knows what's going on now. Everyone's seeing this shit more and more, and it's unavoidable. So if David Jolly or if any of these other niggas think they're about to win in these areas with these left-wing people who we always want to write the fuck off, aka the majority of the American center when it comes to how these issues are actually perceived, you will find yourself in the Hillary Clinton trap.
Yeah.
You will find yourself being a shoo-in, supposed to be winning all this stuff, and no one's going to come vote for you because what the fuck are you speaking to people?
What are you talking about?
Capitalism is working great.
Bro.
Y'all
are like,
I'm for who? For who is the question?
Of this fucking dance shit.
I can tell you it wasn't working for Cubans, it wasn't working for black people, it wasn't working for Venezuelans, it wasn't working for...
It's starting not working for you white people. It's not working for anyone. So stop sitting here talking that bullshit.
Yeah.
You niggas over here talking about, what do you think about abolishing? Niggas can't eat. Niggas have no money. Niggas have no health care.
No one's worried.
And you're sitting over here worrying about throwing big words. Let's scare the people because they're talking about abolishing.
Yeah.
People are already scared because we got niggas with masks running in people's houses, shooting bitches up. Fuck it.
We got like Jake Lang with a fucking I hate sign out
what
front
are we
of shit.
talking about? Black
Just
people are getting lynched
and this nigga is literally contributing to
talking to this black woman,
and we're sitting over here worried about if we should abolish the Senate. Nigga, eat my dick.
Yeah.
Give niggas money. Give niggas Medicare. Give whatever it is for people to survive on a day-to-day basis.
And
I'm not hearing this bullshit.
And no, anybody trying to tell you that this person is truthfully your enemy is your enemy.
Yeah.
That's
your
just
enemy,
what it
bro.
is.
That's
what it is.
What
because
I like how you brought up. So sorry, cut you off. I like how you brought up that example with Zoran. Is like you don't go over here trying to literally put socialism on every single person because that's how you have another like regime almost.
Yeah.
But it's like
that's never what the idea is. They try to smear it as that because the policy positions undergirding the word socialism, democratic socialism, very popular. Very popular because other countries have done it and they haven't viva la revolution.
Wait until they hear about democratic communism that worked. No, it has.
It has.
Yes,
it has. In India, there's been like there's a state, I forget what the hell it's called, but like these political ideologies are literally all over the place. They're determinant of our history and our cultural like taboos, and it was America in defense of capitalism, in defense of its ruthlessness on the global stage, that says that you can't have healthcare because that's too fucking radical.
Wake up.
That doesn't make
wake up.
Learn, like, yo.
Please wake up. Thank you.
Look at history, bro. This shit repeat itself. Like you said, there's so many examples. Literally, there's so many examples of what she's talking about at different places. Why do you never hear about that? Because America goes in those countries, we completely fuck them.
Or we make sure it works to our interest.
And our interest, and then we put titles on them. Nigga, China shit. No, don't you dare worry about China.
There could be fucking.
We can't have that shit.
There could be Wakanda, thriving off socialism. Here these niggas go.
It means nothing. Right now, as we speak, is thriving.
They are.
Just
it's
a bunch of billionaires and got more money. Like
because what are you gonna do? That's how their political apparatus works.
Shit.
Meanwhile, in Africa, they can't even get there.
How China has lasted 5,000.
We're in China's where they are. We're sitting over here talking about the black family and Jim Crow.
Yeah.
We are literally, we have the mindset of fucking cavemen.
They will repackage to you your own
fucking
impression
idiot,
and be like,
bro.
it's
Package
better.
Fucking chicken in the head. These niggas is stupid as hell.
Meanwhile,
Jersey Mike's
countries
chicken.
like Africa can't even
literally
produce their
Jersey
own,
Mike.
Meanwhile, countries in Africa can't produce their own textiles because it must work on our behalf.
Yeah.
God forbid doing something different, getting these people to uplift themselves. Oh no, that's too crazy. That's too radical. That's what is getting thrown at her right now.
You have a country built on hate.
Yep. So
and fucking kids.
Do your best to fight against that hate every day. Thank you guys for joining us on episode 71.
71.
Jam.
www.w.
Everything goes to plan. Jake Lang will remain underneath the jail cell. And we will keep grilling, putting stuff on the barbecue as these white supremacists go down one by one. We appreciate y'all kicking with us this week. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow us on our individuals, J1J, J1J.
Oh, which one, Matt?
By Alan Arnold.
AB the artist.
And again, thank you. Please pay attention. Read a book. All the good stuff. Study what socialism is. And
stay up.
We'll see you. Have an awesome day and night wherever you may be. And peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What is you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
need
do
to
shit? Like
Click that I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.